The fools of today know nothing of the mysteries of the past. They walk down streets built upon the bones of fallen empires that gave them their technology, their magic, the very blood that courses through their veins. Great empires once ruled all around. The first occurred when man was just a scavenger. They were the Salas, snake men as the ignorant call them today. Their magic was strong, but dark, and connected to the foul outer gods. This connection would be their downfall as the outer gods charge a steep price for their knowledge. In the end, their dealings brought a cataclysm down upon Ura that nearly destroyed all life. What remained clawed slowly out of the devastation and began to rebuild. As they did, they found the remnants of the Salas. They discovered their cities, science and magic, even some of their experiments. They took the magic as their own, swearing not to abuse it as the reptilians had, as if they could resist the allure of its power. They might have sworn off worship to the outer gods, but they were playing with the same fire. They called this the Age of Wonder, and the imbeciles still look back upon it with their stories of fables and romance. True, there was more magic, science, and prosperity then, probably more than at any other time before or since. They were as ignorant as the fools today. Their meddling led to the weakening of the weave between the worlds, and through this weakened weave, the Celestians were able to emerge. The Gilded Ones, with their beauty and perfection, soon took control of everything, and then began fighting amongst themselves and using man as their pawns. Eventually, those who fought against them closed the hole between the worlds, cutting them off from the power that made them godlike. Overnight, they went from being gods to merely powerful mortals. Mortals that could be killed. The last of the most recent follies from man was the unenlightened glory of Rozar. The greatest of man's empires, it stretched farther and more significant than any man's nations throughout history. The fools of Rozar believed themselves superior to all, and they pushed against all other races. They thought if they could force them into the worst corners of the world, or even exterminate them, they would have harmony and a perfect world. Little did the Daleks realize that man is his own worst enemy, and the Empire crumbled before even 1,000 years had passed. Now Ura is a fractured land divided up between rival nations, dark magic, and the worshipping of foul gods is once more on the rise as the lessons of the past have all been forgotten. Now these fools will bring down the same calamities as their ancestors. And my fellows and I will watch and laugh. Oh, how we'll laugh.
Oh, so if I say a word and Grace corrects me, but where I'm from, that's how you say it. I just reply 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Correct. Hey, everybody. Okay, before we get started with anything, I got to say, okay, so, all right.
6 of one.
We were having a discussion, and I said 6 of one. And then Grace is like, what? And I was like, 6 of one. Well, actually, and then Dylan's like, 6 of one, half a dozen of another. He's like, what? I've never heard this. But then again, Jonathan, you've never heard it either.
No.
It just occurred to me that by the very nature of that phrase, you could extend the phrase by using another synonymous phrase. So you could say 6 of one, half a dozen of another, tomato, tomato.
You could.
Yeah.
You just double up.
There you
can
go.
say both of those
Double
phrases
down.
the same thing.
I thought it was a Star Trek reference, the
6
7
of
of
9.
9.
6, yeah.
I don't
7
like.
of 9.
You know what? I don't like talking about her and her career since we broke up. So if you do me a favor, and
I'll do you a favor. My bad. Bring up old memories.
I know it's still got a little bit of a sound. Hey, everybody, how you doing? What's wrong with it, guys? Where did we come from? Oh yeah, I see. Right, Rigger? They should know that, right? I should check too. We got audio, don't we? I guess so.
I assume so.
if they're hearing me complain about you guys, then we got to have audio. Where did we
Uh-oh.
come from? Yeah. Okay, we got audio. All right, just had to double
But
check.
where in Canada? East Canada?
There it is.
Americans don't care.
No, Americans do not care.
That's far enough. That's all of it. All of it.
All right,
If you're
so
from the States, you have to say, like, I'm from LA. If you're from Canada, you say you're from Canada.
Canada.
I mean, you guys don't have a uniform identity, right? I mean, I hear.
No, not at all.
Okay, great. See, I had to ask. So. I mean, that's what I was wondering. Anyways,
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah, it's good times. Hey, everybody, welcome to Tales of a Savage Land. I am Will DM. I am the game master for this fine show this evening. And as you can tell, that lazy, no good son of a bitch,
Damn.
I could say that he's not here. Granted,
Watch
he'll
him
watch
show
it.
up halfway through the show.
No, what it is
Snockered.
see what it is he'll watch this afterwards. He could, he's really good with watching the videos afterwards, and he'll get incensed and be like, "I'm gonna tell Will about that." But he's older, like me, so he's gonna forget before he ever comes back online, and I'm still in the clear. It doesn't matter.
You're just rolling in the punches, aren't you?
Yeah, especially when he's not here to defend himself. I'm really good about that.
It just occurred to me that he's going to Galaxy's Edge this week, which is going to make for, I'm certain, a great story next week while I'm gone. While I'm gone to Universal and Disney and Galaxy's Edge. So I'm going to come back with my great stories, and they're never going to live up to the wordsmith, Tony. Uncle
Why didn't you
Tony's
guys time it
crazy stories.
together and like go at the
I
same
didn't know.
time?
I didn't know he was going. I knew he was going to California. I didn't think you. I mean, of course, we're all nerds. Of course, he went to Galaxy's Edge, but
Yeah.
I should have planned it to go the same week so I could have beat him back.
Now here's the thing. I would go to Galaxy's Edge to people watch. I think it is probably one of the best places, aside an airport. Bless you, Grace. With your hiccup. To people watch. Oh, hey, Dirtbag, what's happening, brother? Haven't seen you in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
And thank you, by the way, for the bits. We appreciate
Thank
that.
you, Dirtbag.
as always.
Always a prime listener.
Yeah, but there's no way in hell I would pay the prices for this that they want there. No. I don't think I could bring myself to do it even if I won the lottery. I think I'd go complain. No, you know what? This is what I would do. I would go and experience the entire time complaining every step of the way. And then I would come away feeling, fulfilled. Okay, so, all right.
You just don't buy anything while you're there, and then you just have to eat the $100 or so that you have to spend to get into the park.
Exactly. Anyway,
Money's
so
worth by going on everything.
let's probably get into this game that everybody like
That's good.
pops on to watch. And thank you everybody who's popped on to watch. We appreciate it as always. So let's go ahead and introduce the cast. I've already introduced not the Dream Killer. Ooh, that makes me think of, remember those 80s? What was the 80s movies? The Dream Theater. It was the not Freddy Krueger. There was another one. Dreamscape. That was it. Got it. Anyway, hey, thanks for following us. All I really need is people to talk to and not seem like I'm crazy. Because if I was just talking to myself, people might tune in for that. Well, hell, people tune in that for all the time. It's called streaming. That's what people who play the video games do. All right, anyway. Thanks for following. Appreciate it. So anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah, we were going to introduce everybody. So, keeping with the new trend, Dylan, go ahead and start us off. And
I was
yourself.
prepared for this.
See, it's not worth it anymore now.
Now I want to go back
Gotcha.
to being somewhere else in the mix. I'm Dylan. I'm playing Phoenix. If you happen to tune in while we were doing the sci-fi stuff, easy to remember, easy crossover name, Helix Phoenix.
Yep.
Oh, and I'm a brawler, kind of if you're tuning in for the first time, kind of a bard-ic kind of character, but without all the charisma and stuff.
Yeah. He can play instruments and stuff, but he has no silver tongue.
Yeah.
Would you say that your tongue was copper-esque?
Intentionally, he is not the best with words. Language in general isn't his.
Has
strong
to
suit.
be one of the most entertaining bards I've ever seen. Because Lord knows, I gag on all these people who go around singing now.
Is that a thing?
Oh yeah, after
a
Critical
thing
Role,
in the-
everybody did it. Everybody's all like, and I love how what they do is they're all the whole converting of popular tunes, and they change the words, but they sing it in this,
Oh no.
it's good stuff.
Darn, I was really hoping you were gonna sing.
Weird Al.
You want me
Weird
to sing?
Al was the first.
No.
All right. Fine, I got a beautiful voice, but you're not going to hear it now. So, Grace, with that, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Grace. I play Ari, aka Alvoxia. She is the mistress of the night, I believe, is what we determined her.
Hey, did you find any of your shit?
Well, I'm not at home right now, so
That's not the question that was asked. The question that was asked, nice attempt to deflect. But like all good politicians, I stay on point.
I have a good rebuttal. I haven't been at home since the last stream night, so
Fair
I haven't been able to look.
Fair enough. When you're as popular as Grace is, there you go.
Yeah, just gotta live life on the road.
There it
Apparently.
is. Yeah. And last but not least, we have Jonathan.
Hello, I am Jonathan. I try to do my best, and that's it.
It's pretty good. Jonathan's going to sing for us, though.
I should have been a bard.
You should have been.
Oh, I was gonna say. Oh, that's right. Two things now. With forget his name. Phoenix's character. Oh no, it is Phoenix, right? Anyways, he's a bard with all the talent but none of the charm or none of the charisma. I think I break that right. All the talent, no charisma. No offense. But also, what was that Dream Eater? That instantly reminded me of a video I saw 10 years ago about the. You know how people modify Nerf guns, the Dream Eater Maverick. You guys have seen that. That made me want to modify guns. So I bought one. I bought a Nerf Maverick, which is like a model of a gun. Took it apart, sanded it all, and then just let it sit in a box. I think I still have that somewhere. But yeah, just reminded me of it. Dream Eater. It's pretty cool. Cool name.
So is this isn't a pattern with you, is it, Jonathan? Do you like start projects and then never finish
all the
them?
time.
Okay, cool.
All the time.
You're human.
Well,
See, that makes me
no
feel
wonder we
good.
get along so well.
Yeah, that makes me feel good because it means that you're human, and like myself, you do the same thing. So there you go. Good, excellent. All right. Well, with the introductions out of the way, I guess I'll go ahead and start off with a little bit of a recap. So, our intrepid adventurers were collected by an organization called the Arcanus and set upon the path of going around to find these portals, which were used. They're rips in the magical weave, and a group of really powerful beings called the Celestines used them to enter into this world and conquer it at one time. So they're going about. They've closed one. They're at the second one right now. Along this adventure, they've come to find out that they are manifestations or have latent abilities of Oshira. And what Oshira are, they're a type of like god in this world. If enough people believe in a certain thing or worship a certain thing, it manifests an entity or a being. And these manifestations can take in the form of people, and they transform them into Oshira. So it's not like they're just cracked out of the egg and they manifest and grow over time. And Oshira can have multiple forms, like an eternal champion, which is kind of the one that Brian is, where it manifests itself through many different people over a long period of time. And they think they're Oshira. They think they have these latent abilities of these gods. They have gone to an island called Kart-Ur, which is the island. It's a very mysterious, mist-shrouded island of the Lotus people and the Queen of the Lotusts. And they made it to the island. It's full of weird shit, and they finally made it up into the mountains to the home, to the cavern of the Lotus Queen. And she turned out to be what? What was she, guys?
Oh, dragon?
She was
dragon?
a dragon jellyfish.
She was a dragon-like
Glow in the
jellyfish that had neon colors to her, and she had a bunch of like jellyfish type of creatures that swam about the mist inside this enormous cave up in the mountains. But she knew what they were there for because some of her followers had communicated with some of you guys through the black dust, which is turning two of them, Phoenix and Joplin, who's not here, Uncle Tony.
I thought they got the antidote.
They got some flowers, but that's all they did.
Shoot,
They're still turning into purple monkeys.
I thought that they actually took the antidote, but I don't know.
No, nobody
Maybe.
did. You guys picked some flowers. You put them in some bags and stuff. Everybody picked flowers. And then you went in, you talked to the Lotus Queen. And the Lotus Queen was like down with letting you guys go to the portal. Because she was like, is this true? Are the Celestines coming back? Which you've heard from, because you guys have actually on your journey met a number of other Oshira, like well-established and some very powerful Oshira. And they're like, well, they've been helping you to an extent to help you facilitate to close the portals. Because nobody wants to return to the Celestines because they're angelic type powerful beings that are very corrupt and bad. So you guys went in there, she took you over, she showed you that there was this big hole in the cavern floor and said, there you go, it's down there.
Grace grow up.
And she flew away through the mist. And so you guys all locked arms and said, all right, let's do it. He just jumped into the hole. I will give you this. But this proves my point to an extent. Because somebody was like, hey, why don't we throw a rock down there? See if somebody. Okay, it was Ari that said it. So and so they chucked a stone down there, and they didn't hear it hit bottom. And after that, they're like, good enough for us. Let's go. And then they jumped in.
Sure.
Although there was a little bit of a conversation about whether or not you should use the green flowers. Because remember, when you guys, everybody that you've seen on this island has either been, they've been like the drone people, the people that seemed, well, first of all, there were the zombies of them. Then there were the people who, they didn't talk to you. They just did their job. They're like automatons, basically. You saw big, giant versions of these blue people, too, that just kind of like were roaming around. One walked into the ocean. But then when you came to the Lotus Queen's place, there were tons and tons of kids. And the kids were normal. They were acting normal, playing, had balls and laughing, giggling, whole 9 yards. But then you guys met a very old one of these blue people. It was an old woman. And she actually talked with you guys for a little bit, and she told you that you should probably take the green flowers with you if you were going in to go to this portal, because you talked to her about that. So you guys took some of the green flowers, and you were told by the monkeys that were obviously, because you'd run into the purple monkeys in the jungle, who told you that taking the black powder, which two of you did, will turn you into a monkey. They said, hey, you'll be okay if you can get some of the pink powder. So, and you guys got the flowers. But anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, the old lady did tell you, it's like, hey, you should take the green flowers. And then you debated whether or not you should do something with the green flowers before you jumped into the hole. But staying on brand, you said, to hell with that. And you jumped into the hole. So that's where we're picking up. You guys jumped in and you immediately started falling. So hold on one second. Let's get a little bit of get some of this action going on.
Music.
Get the mood music going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that? I don't know. Is that? Let's try this one. I don't know if that's spooky enough. Let's try this. I hate that there's a delay.
Okay, I was like, I don't.
Okay, that one sucks even worse. We're not using that one. Oh, I know which one I'm going to use. Here it is. You hear the wind?
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah, that's the wind of you guys falling down a fucking hole.
In 5 minutes, we're gonna hear a rock landing.
Yeah, I've got it set up. It's cute. It's not a rock landing. It's a. Okay, so yeah, let's first things first. Let's take you guys over, and I'm gonna have to switch to the battle map. Bloop. Okay, let's see.
Oh,
here.
jeez.
I know, right?
It's a
Okay.
strange name for a talking puzzle map.
Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so as you can see, this is just like two side-by-side vertical tubes, right? So I want you guys to go ahead and place your tokens at the top of that one over there on the left.
Whoa. Brian's tiny.
Yeah, you're supposed to
Tiny.
be. Yeah, it's a big thing. Now each one of these
I'm not tiny. The tunnel is just large.
each one of these squares is 10 feet. Now, we got a bunch of brainy people here. How many feet does something fall? That's
In
not
D&D,
in
it's
PvP.
100 feet every 6 seconds.
100 feet every 6 seconds?
In 5th edition D&D, yes.
Okay, so what we're going to say is that you guys will be falling. I'm just going to do some round numbers here. Just way it's easier, or numbers that are more easily to mathematically. We're going to do it 5. So you're going to fall every round 50 feet. Okay?
Oh, jeez.
Do you guys know what the damage in
velocity?
Savage Worlds is?
Nope.
It caps, though, so you're good about this. It caps for every 4 meters you fall. You take. Hold on a second. Let me go through and just because I remember the page. I had to look it up, so I know.
Oh wait, I was like, meters? Who does that? Oh wait, we have a ringer. Phoenix, help us out.
Okay.
Is that good or bad?
falling
Like,
damage.
It's
Falling
not the same thing
damage.
as a yard.
Here we go. Falling
No,
damage.
it's not the same.
1d6 plus 1 damage per 2 feet or 4 yards. Now, what they're talking about is the yards is the actual. The 2 inches is for like on a map. So for every 4 yards, which is what is that?
4 yards or 4
Um,
meters? What are you talking? I'm just
A
quiet.
meter is about 1.1 yards, and a meter is what? 4 feet? 3 feet? I can't remember.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is
3.
we're just going to round that off because again we like to do things easier. So for every yard, so it's 3 feet. For every 3 feet, you guys, no, wait a minute. So 3, 6. So for every 12 feet you guys fall, you take 1d6 plus 1 damage. The good thing, though, it caps at 10d6 plus 10. So there we go. We've got it. It's on page 127 too, so you guys know if you care to look it up.
So the worst it could do is kill you.
Yeah, exactly. Every one of you are now. If you notice, I put a second one on the other side because when you fall out the bottom of the first one, you appear at the top of the second one.
Okay.
So you're starting to
So
get
I'm
the
giving myself the full benefit of this.
yeah. There you go.
Myself back that 5 feet there.
Mhm.
By the way, the stream can't see the tunnel we're falling through yet.
Oh, I didn't change it over. I'm sorry, guys. Here, let me change it over. There you go. I apologize. So here we go. That's and then okay. Actually, go ahead and I'm going to just so everybody can see because the top part of it gets cut off here. We're going to start you guys all right there. That way you're all visible on the screen. Okay, so what we're going to do is this is strictly for let me get rid of actually I didn't want to do that. I want to get rid of this one. And I guess I can get rid of this one too. I just have to put it in again later. Okay, so what we're going to do is just once we're going to go ahead and we're going to do an initial. This is strictly to give us the order in which you guys are going to do your stuff. Okay, that's it. So we're only gonna deal it out once. So who knows? Maybe you guys will get some bennies. Get a Joker. Nope. Okay. So the first one is Brian. So my main man, Brian, what in the world are you going to do?
As we're constantly falling. Well,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Can we talk to each other? Are we?
As you're
suspending
falling?
the rules of physics? Because I know once you reach terminal velocity, you can't speak or something like that. What do you think?
I will allow you guys to talk to each other for the first 2 rounds.
Cool.
First 2 rounds.
We have
Somebody,
to
what
slow
do we get?
down. I yell at them.
Hey, Terry Markham, thank you for following. We
Hello,
appreciate
Terry.
very much. Do we
Terry
know?
and
Thank
Markham.
you.
Do we know Terry? Does anybody know Terry?
Nope, but
Well, we do
I
now.
appreciate it
Terry,
anyway.
you're
I know
awesome.
of.
We appreciate you very much. So, okay. So yeah. So the first 2 rounds, I'm going to allow you guys to talk.
And I'm going to yell at them. Also, if there happens to be a foot of snow, we can reduce damage by 1.
Did you read that? Hopefully, there's water down there. You
Hopefully
can get it
there's
in
water.
half.
Yeah. Anyways, with arms locked, I'm going to see if I can reach out for my sword, which I rarely use, and try to slow our descent by scraping on the wall.
The walls themselves have enough handholds and stuff. You could try and grab onto the wall.
Yeah, and I'll rip my arm out of its socket. I will slow
Well,
us down.
let's put it
first.
this way: you'll only rip your arms out of your socket if you roll a fumble. Okay.
Well, I'll have to roll.
But
like,
how it would
4
be,
fumbles.
this is how I'm going to work it. If you want to try and grab the wall, what you have to do is there's 2 successive strength rolls that you have to make. One, the first one you can either do strength and I always forget. I play too many damn games, is what it is, because I forget all of the. Where's my NPC? Oh, did I delete him? I think I did.
Think
No.
of vigor,
No, your dexterity, whatever your dexterity is.
agility. I
Your
think,
agility.
is,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
all.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Agility. All right. So you can either use your agility or your strength to grab the wall, and then it is required strength to keep a hold of the wall.
Also,
Okay.
you're currently arm in arm with the person next to you.
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm not-
Well, are you guys still staying arm in arm? Or are you
Yes,
gonna let
of course,
go?
of course.
Well, if Brian was going first, so if he let go, he let go.
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay linked, and then use strength.
And I'm
to grab it.
I'm revising. I know I said you will fall 50 feet. It's actually 60 feet because then I can roll on a d6 and see where you end up, so to speak. So what are you doing there, Brian? What are you
I'm
doing?
gonna use strength to grab a hold.
Okay. All right. Go
And I
ahead.
have a-
And,
Yep, I have a Benny prep just in case it's horrible. Strength. I'm gonna Benny that and then see if I can roll again.
well, you got a success on your wild die.
I tried to get a little better on that one.
Okay.
So that's a
So you
2.
failed.
Yeah.
So that means that we can go ahead and move you down. Just go ahead and move yourself down six
Okay.
spaces. So
1, 2,
Phoenix,
3, 4, 5, 6.
Brian, unlocked. He's trying to grab on. What's Phoenix gonna do?
Well, I'm going to try and do the same. Actually, you know what? I have a question for you. Because I have the ability to ignore 1 attack per day. Is the
Okay.
ground hitting me an attack?
No, nice try. That's a
I had
good way to
test it.
try to lawyer out of that, but no.
Okay. And I can ignore 1 wound, but I'm assuming I'm going to take so many wounds that won't matter. Well, I will continue falling until I guess I'll let go and continue my dive to see if I can first go into a dive to try and catch up to where Brian's at now.
Okay, so you're not going to try and grab the wall.
I am,
but just closer.
I want to get to him first.
Okay.
So once I've done followed far enough to catch up with him, I'm going to try and grab him and the wall.
Okay,
which
so
I know will mean I take some sort of distance.
What we're going to do to see how fast you can go to try and catch up with him is go ahead and roll me 1d6 plus 3. Okay?
1d6.
That's how many spaces you can move. I will not let you overshoot him, but if you fall short, you won't get to him. See what I'm saying?
Okay, 1d6 plus 6.
Okay, cool. So you get right. You're right up next to him.
Fantastic. Oh. I'm assuming it's like D&D rules where you can kind of, even though I'm falling, I mean, I can move over while I'm moving.
Are you going to try and grab him or something? Is that
yes,
what you're
I'm going to try and grab him.
Okay, so this is gonna start going into the multiple actions.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can grab him, and I will not require a. No, you know what? You guys are falling. It's too difficult. So you're gonna require a roll to grab him.
Okay.
Then you're gonna go into multiple rolls for the grabbing the wall. I will not apply the negative though to the roll of holding onto the wall. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, and so it's just negative. You'll be -2 on your second roll once you grab it.
Okay. So this is gonna be strength.
Yep.
Okay.
Strength or agility.
Oh.
Okay, that's a success. You got him.
That's a success. Okay,
Yeah, because you just got to get a 4. Remember, 4 is the success number for Savage Worlds.
And
so you got him.
I can roll strength, and it's a minus. What was it again?
-2.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, that is a 3.
That is, you did not succeed. You grabbed the wall, and it just got yanked right out of your hand. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you guys are
I'm
hugging.
caught up and holding on to him.
Yeah. Okay. Ari, obviously Phoenix has made his choice as who's the most important here to save. So.
Well, she's still with Joplin. She's still with Joplin. The two of them are still together.
Yeah, Joplin is up there. You know what? Here, let me go ahead and let me put his token out here. Where's he at? There he is.
So I assume that while we're holding on to each other, we'll fall the same distance, right? Unless he chooses to fuck off, get off me.
Well, Joplin's going to go last, if you haven't guessed. So, Ari, Elvoxia, Mistress of the Night, what are you doing, girl?
So my first question is, would I be able to cast? So what I would like to do is cast Entangled right around the bottom of where, I guess where Brian and Phoenix just went off to try to catch them.
You want to entangle them to the wall?
Yeah.
That would work. I would allow that.
Creative.
I would totally allow that, because the way that your entangle works, and we've established that, Mistress of the Night, the shadows and the darkness actually take form and grab onto something.
Right.
So that's totally doable. Yes.
And then the next question I have is the mist lifted now? Like, is it just darkness, or is it still misty? Like, we can't see above us, can't see below us.
You can't see above you because the mist is pretty much obscuring the entry to the hole that you guys fell down in. The shaft that you're in, however, while it does have some mist, it is significantly thinner in here. And you're noticing, even as you're falling, it's getting thinner, the mist. So you think that it's only up top. It's not where you're going. But you can't see the bottom. It's just dark.
Right. Okay, so I'll go ahead and try to cast Entangled on Zeke. So it's an opposed skill check for agility. Mm-hmm. And my guess would be that Brian's a little less agile. So I'll go ahead and cast it on him to grab him to get him to the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm not going to impose any type of a penalty for falling and casting because, I mean, it's not really impeding terribly.
So I got a 7. So I'll need Brian to roll an agility.
Yeah.
Let's see. You're using magic against me, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
For me, I should say. She rolled at a -2 as I have arcane resistance.
Ah,
Oh.
that's still a success, though, right?
Yep, it's a 5. As long as a 5 is a success, yes.
Well, it depends. It has to beat his skill roll.
Yeah, he has
Can
to roll
can
now.
I choose to fail? this
No, and the only reason I'm not allowing choose to fail is that this roll is taking place of the minuses and the difficulty of casting while falling.
season? I understand.
So I'm just going to use
It's
this
an
mechanic.
agility, is that right?
Yep.
Oh.
That's
Nope.
sick.
Didn't
Now use
work.
Benny and just burn it.
Ah.
Just do it.
You can. You can totally Benny to try
Here's
and
my
roll.
second Benny for the night.
Okay.
Bam.
There you
Yes.
go. You got it.
4.
Okay. So you guys are falling. Phoenix grabs a hold of you, tries to grab the wall. It sputters you for a little bit, and you're like, oh, and then you start falling again, going past you. And all you see is Ari, and she's like turned around, and she's not even. She's like looking at you guys, and she's falling down. All she's doing, humming. She's, you know,
Wait, does Phoenix get like attack of opportunity and grab of opportunity?
no, that's already done. But that would have been slick. Okay, so Ari, you need to roll me. Well, no, you just move the full You move the full 6.
Okay,
So
so
just-
I'm down
You're right even
where
with them.
they are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Now let's just hope you don't go first next time, because I have an ace up my sleeve here.
Joplin.
I'm sorry, but just to be 100% accurate, I forgot I have improved arcane resistance, so it's actually a -4. So it's 7 -4. She rolled a 3, and I rolled a 4. So
Ah.
I mean,
my
can
barrier is.
Yeah,
can
so-
I use the Benny to reroll?
Yeah, you can totally spend a Benny to reroll. Use all these Bennies up.
Sorry, my force field is strong.
No, that's what you're supposed to do.
I definitely didn't know that he had that. So
Yeah,
Oh.
it
it's
doesn't
very
matter.
specific. It says even allies.
Yep.
Okay.
Can't cast on.
Well, yeah, and so I failed.
You failed. Oh, this is. Okay, cool. So, yeah, so it doesn't fail. You guys don't get entwined by the shadows and pulled to the wall. All you see is her going, hamina.
Right.
God damn it, Brian!
Right, like what the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
like,
there's like a golden barrier. Just like the tendrils
Yeah.
are bouncing off of it.
That's what I would imagine.
yeah. Okay,
Amber
So-
barrier.
so Joplin starts falling, and then poof, turns into a bird.
Oh,
Of
I
course
had
he
a
would.
feeling you was going to do that.
I forgot. Wait, hasn't he already done it today?
He can do it. He can change it to the bird more than. You know what? Let's double check. I
Yep,
have.
I hear the wind.
I do hear the wind blowing.
I have. Let's see here.
I don't want you to get out of there so easy.
Right. Where did it go? That's just. Oh, okay. Ah, here we go. Where's he at? All right. No, he can change into him at will.
Dang
Those
it.
3.
All right, fair enough.
Mhm. Some of the other ones, like your super duper powers that like Phoenix and Brian have, that's why they have cap numbers on it. As far how many times you can do it per day. Like once per day, Phoenix can perform a strength feat as if his strength die was a D100.
Right, and I can once per
I
day
really don't
shadow
want to
walk.
use that to keep you guys from dying from falling. So.
So,
Oh yeah, you can shadow walk.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so he changes into a bird. Bloop. There he is. He's flying around. So, we're going to continue with this same order. Okay, I'm not going to just keep rolling. So, because this technically isn't combat, this is just to give some semblance of order to how we're doing everything. Okay, so Brian, your boy Phoenix tried to help you, and Your girl Ari tried helping you too, and it's
Yeah,
just not
well,
working.
as long as I'm gonna stay grappled or linked up with Phoenix. I'm gonna try to grab again.
All right, cool. That's it.
This time I'm going to. Can I multi-action this and take a -2?
You totally can.
Fantastic. Just frenzied scrabbling. First
Okay.
one, that's a fail. Second one, hey.
Hey, you got
There
it.
you go.
Now, you've gotten a hold. Not a problem.
Mhm.
Now you got to just give me a strength check that you're holding on. So what it is basically grabbed it, then gravity kicks in, and now you've got on top of that Phoenix is holding on to you. So you got to keep on and not get pulled off of the.
Well,
so-
here we go.
Here we go.
Oh no.
Nope, you make it.
Rock comes off.
No, four
Four's a
is
success.
-2,
he's calling it a
-2.
success.
Oh, you got a
yeah.
-2.
Yeah,
Oh, right,
multi-action,
multi-action.
Oh, that's
Does
right.
does that count?
Yeah. Oh no,
Okay.
no, that doesn't count for the multi. This doesn't count
Sure.
because
Oh,
this
right,
is
it's
this is
wrapped
not
up.
an additional. This is not an additional thing that you're doing. This is just a test to see if you stay onto the wall. So you do succeed. So you
Just
guys
barely,
here, and I'm gonna go ahead. We're just gonna move you two guys, and actually give me another roll. Roll d6 plus 3.
Okay.
Or just a d6. 5. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, right where there's a thing too. Okay.
Convenient.
Yep. So you guys are right there. All right. Phoenix, your boy did it. He grabbed the wall. He stopped the plummet. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to, if I can, hold a grapple, see if I can grab Ari while she falls past us. So I'll just hold it until she goes by, and if she doesn't save herself somehow, I'll try and grab her before she falls past
Okay.
us.
This is going to be essentially the same thing. There'll be a roll to catch, and then once the catch is done, a roll to stay connected to everybody. I will give you a +2 to that roll because our main man, Brian, is also helping with that because he's
Yeah.
got some of that action going on.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Well, Ari, what are you doing?
I mean, I'll probably, at least under my breath, say, "This is why you shouldn't help people," and just try to cast Entangle to catch myself.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, and you're gonna have to do the. You do all the rolls on that. That's a
Okay.
success, right? Because you on this
Yeah.
one you don't have any minuses, correct?
Right, yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Shit.
Not a problem. Look at that wild die.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
wait,
the agility.
that's right.
the
No,
opposed.
That's not what you wanted. That's the opposed. Okay, so yeah, so the shadows again reach out from the wall, attempting to grab you, and you just fly right past them. And you're thinking, that's it. I got to cast it a little bit ahead of me so I can fall into it.
Right. Yep, just need it. I'm going too fast. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. So go ahead and move yourself 6.
Hang on.
And as soon as she comes into our range, I'm going to try and grab
Okay,
her.
so she's right there, so you can try and grab her now.
All
Did we
right.
ever establish if Joplin can talk when he's in his animal forms? I don't think he can.
I don't think he can.
I don't
no.
think-
Yeah,
Up to him.
I think that he tried when he was squeaking.
That was a failure. I'm going to Benny that.
Okay,
That's a 4.
that's a 4. That's a success.
Oh, actually, you know what? I didn't need
Yeah.
to Benny that because you said that was a +2.
A +2,
Yeah.
yeah.
attack.
Okay, so keep
So,
your betting.
Scratch
No.
that, Benny.
The
Roll a
plus
5.
2's not to the attack. The plus 2's for this next roll to
Oh,
Oh,
maintain
holding on.
hold.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
So you Benny. So you got a 4 though on the Benny. So you grabbed her. Now's the important one. Let's roll. Yeah, not a
Nice.
problem. Okay, so there's a chain. There's a daisy chain of you guys now. Hold on, let me put it here. Bloop. Bloop. There you go. You guys are. Ah! flap. He lands on like some of the. He lands
Oh,
over
God.
here on some of the outcropping of stone. Ah! Ah! It's almost as if he's laughing at you.
Well, here we are.
Yeah, there you are.
Does anyone have any rope?
No,
Oh, that
I
would-
don't think so.
To at least
Would be
tie
fun.
us together.
Let me check my pack.
And
Okay.
everyone shifts while Brian's checking his backpack.
I'm gonna move to the rock instead of hanging off of.
Right, I was just about to say,
Right.
I'm assuming everybody grabs a hold. Y'all get a grip. There's plenty of handholds and whatnot here on the rock. Okay? Now,
Nope, no rope.
any action you do, okay, like checking a backpack for rope,
Ah,
or if you were just checking your inventory, but like if you were actually rummaging around or going to grab something, is going to require a strength check to stay on the wall.
Okay.
Okay?
Um.
Depending on how it is, I might give a bonus to that roll or a minus, depending on what you're attempting to do. Because you guys are basically just holding on. And last I checked, you weren't a bunch of rock climbers, and you're
Nope.
not got any kind of rock climbing sticky shoes or any kind of jazz like that. So, all right. So, what are you guys doing?
I'm going to take Ray out of my coat and say, fly down there and tell us how much further this is.
Okay.
what
She
if
flies
there's no
down there.
bottom?
She goes and she disappears. You hear her cawing, and the cawing gets farther and farther and farther away.
Great. Well,
She
maybe
will
let's
eventually
not
come
hold
back
out
up
for that.
a couple of minutes later. She doesn't land on you. She just lands on the stone. She's like doing what Joplin's doing across the way. Ah! But Ray can talk.
Hmm.
Very far.
You didn't give her a ruler?
Maybe there's no bottom. Maybe this is some type of infinite falling tunnel.
No bottom. There's a bottom. I forget how Ray talks. How does Ray talk? I gotta go watch an
However,
episode.
anyone has talked that Ray's heard before, I guess.
There you go.
It's a mimic.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot.
Oh, so but she does say there is a bottom.
Yeah, it's way down there, brother.
Okay.
Watching a lot of
Won't
movies from
either
the 70s.
climb or I don't know.
I got nothing.
Right. I mean, I think climbing's the only option. We can't go up.
I guess we climb.
No one has any fizzy lifting drink on them. No.
Unfortunately, no.
Not today.
I'm
I
gonna
drink it.
pull that green flower out of the makeshift wrapping that I had made and just which I guess means I need to make a check, right?
Correct. Give me a strength check.
Where is my mouse? I can't find it. There it is. Okay. Strength check. Here comes a 9.
Not a problem. You're able
Okay.
to shenagle this homemade sack that you made out of a shirt, and you're able to actually open it up, and you can pull out a flower.
Okay, I am going to conservatively take a quick sniff of this flower. See if I can, like, without huffing up all the pollen inside of this thing. See if I can
These are
get a
different
little-
flowers. These flowers are not like the lotus.
oh, they're not.
The
full
lotus
of-
are the ones that were chock full of pollen. These are just there's now there is some pollen in it, but it's not like just
Okay, I'm gonna pull a petal off of this flower and I'm gonna pop it in my mouth.
Okay, you start feeling a little weird. You
Hey,
feel
hey,
as
hey.
if you probably would need to consume the entire flower for it to take effect. You don't know how
Of
you
course.
know this, but yet you do.
Well, hopefully we don't need this later, and I'm gonna just eat the whole thing.
Okay. Phoenix stuffs a green flower into his mouth and starts chewing away. And as you guys are watching, he starts to, like, the color of him starts to drain out of him. I mean, it's dark in here anyway because there's no light, really. You know, the only light you're getting is what of that fluorescent crap that was going on up top. So it's really dark in here. But you can see that, like, even the glint you might catch off from his eyes or whatnot starts to fade. And then you start to see the definition of the rock behind him as he becomes untangible. And Phoenix, you can tell that, you know, you're hanging onto this rock, you're hanging onto the side of this thing, and you feel the weight of your own body being pulled by gravity, and it gets lighter and lighter and lighter, and then it doesn't feel like you're really have gravity pulling on you at all. And he's like transparent to you guys now. He's still visible, but only barely.
I'm just gonna try lightly, just test it out, see if I can like grab like a hold of like the edge of Brian's shirt, just to see if I can still interact with physical.
Well, you've
things.
noticed as you're like, I think I'm gonna reach over and grab him, that you're starting to slide down, and you look over, and your hands where you were grabbed onto the rock are in the rock wall, and you're starting
Gotcha.
to slide down.
Now I'm
Excuse
saying,
me,
eat the
what?
flower. Eat the flower. See you later. Bye.
Now, you can't, like, you go, if you actually go to say something to him,
Yeah.
you see his mouth open, you don't hear anything.
Wait, what flower did he eat? I wasn't.
And then he
I wasn't
just
watching.
starts floating down.
Uh,
And within seconds, you can't see him because the darkness swallows up what little bit you could see of him. You can't see
Wait,
him
he's
anymore.
gone.
I can see him for farther.
That's true
But-
because you got the good.
Yeah.
Yeah. you
Is
can see
he
in the dark.
falling slowly? Like it's not an alarming rate anymore?
Correct.
Okay,
He
so
is
I would
picking
mimic
up-
his movement.
He is picking up some speed, but you're noticing that he's kind of like just fluttering down.
I see. And I'll let Brian know, since it is dark, that he ate the green one, like the old lady told us
Oh,
to.
that makes sense. Well, I guess that's the only option. You can't climb down.
I definitely was not made for climbing.
Joplin
Fine.
in bird
Now I'm
form
gonna
goes.
reach for-
"Rock, rock, rock, rock."
God, and I just want to hit him beside the head.
I'm gonna reach for my green flower that I was able to bring with me. And that's a strength check.
Yep.
There we
Oh,
go.
look at that! Yeah.
Pretty.
You just
Yeah.
hold on with your knees and your feet.
Yeah.
And I go to 7, and I'm gonna go grab a beer.
Okay, so you guys all eat a green flower. Become ethereal, essentially. And all just start descending down the cave. I was worried about you guys. I was. It'd have been a ton of damage if you had actually hit the bottom down there.
We're gods. We can't die.
yeah,
Oh, famous last words.
Impossible. Impossible.
that would have been a fun TPK.
Right? I was worried
He's
about
the worst.
I was worried about it for a little bit because afterwards I was like, they're gonna fucking die. They're just gonna. And I was like, well, Joplin won't die because he'll turn into a bird. It's like,
Spin-off
what-
series.
yeah.
Well, I knew the worst came to
Joplin.
worst. I
Well, the
wouldn't
other-
die because I could use my D100 to grab onto the wall.
Right. The other thing too was that I was worried that you guys wouldn't remember to. I would have reminded you to take the green flower, but that was the only flower that everybody had, right? Was the green flower.
I have all of them,
You have all
I
of them.
took all of
and
them.
she took all of them,
It-
and the other two only took the green.
Only took the green,
Yeah.
right? Okay. All right.
Speaking of which, well, I guess I don't know what I'm doing yet because I don't know where I landed. So we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit here. Let's see what it looks like on the old map for everybody else. Now that we're out of that terrible, dastardly shaft, as you guys slowly, gently float down, you can tell that it's this shaft goes down roughly about easy 400 feet.
Holy cow!
It takes you it probably takes you roughly about 10 minutes to float down in your current form. And you float down to this area down here.
Big fan of
Oh,
mushrooms.
did I?
Eh.
Oh, I guess I didn't.
My shoulder.
Okay. Right back here. It should be bigger. Hold on a second. I mean, I need to. Yeah, I can do it that way. Go in here, go back here. Oh, no, it does cut off. Sort of. Okay, there we go.
What has happened?
All right, fair enough. Cool. All right, that works. And now let me pull it down. Make sure that everybody at home can see everything properly. Yes, excellent. Now you guys at home will see more, of course, than the players do, but
No spoilers.
it's not really that much to spoil. Okay, so go ahead and drop your tokens right here. Let me reveal a little bit more. There we go. So you guys can see proper light. Yep. Okay, good. And let me do this back here. Oop, nope. Right there. There we go. Okay. So you're basically at the bottom of this shaft, and the shaft lets out right here. These circular things, these are all mushrooms. Different size mushrooms of all kinds of different types. And they are glowing purple. Don't forget to pull your token out there, Dylan.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
There you go.
Okay. And
Are we still ethereal?
yes, you guys are all still ethereal, and it's deathfully quiet in here. Joplin comes down, lands on the ground, changes back into his normal form. You guys remain ethereal for another 10 minutes.
Do we know that, or are you saying 10 minutes has passed?
No, 10 minutes coming down the shaft, and now that you're at the bottom, you guys are just ethereal for 10 minutes.
Fantastic.
Joplin's going to go and sit over against the wall. Whoop, it helps if I get on the right spot. Okay. He comes over here, sits against the wall, just leans down.
Yeah, I mean, I guess now that we're kind of stable, if I interact with my surroundings, aka try to touch one of my group mates, can I touch them?
No.
Okay.
You guys pass with just pass. And when you finally come down to the bottom there, you can't move. Because you kind of like you're sort of just there, just floating, right? And there's a line almost. Here, I'm going to put you guys back a little bit.
I'm gonna mouth something indescribable to them.
Okay, sounds good to me. There it is. Okay, so
I'm still shouting, eat the green flower.
Okay, let's take
Eat it!
Oh, that's. Ah. I really hate what they did to this drawing thing. Okay.
Updates are always the worst.
Yeah, because, I'm older. I don't like to grow and evolve and adapt with things.
You
So-
said it, not me.
Yeah. Where that purple line is that you guys see right there, it is like a ripple of like the heat when it comes up off of the cement and whatnot during hot days. Hot days, it kind of shimmers a little and like distorts. You can see that there is definitely a distortion of something on the other side there. So like a curtain almost of this before you start going further into this cavern here that is lighted by all this purple fungi. So 10 minutes passes, and you guys materialize back into the or phase back into the material world. You're standing on the ground. You're good.
Shall we continue on?
I think so.
Yeah, it seems like a good idea, Joplin.
What?
All right, that's.
I was
unanimous
just
action.
over here. Hold on.
There it goes. Yeah, there you go.
I've been waiting for you guys. And, it's. I don't know. What do you want to do?
I just grabbed the bag of weed from him.
Hey!
I'll
What you
hold
do
on to
that
that.
for?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have given you this in the first place. And I take it
Yes,
back.
you should have. You totally should have.
I'll
I'm the
give it
most
back once we're
competent
not-
individual to hold on to that.
We're potentially around the corner from a portal that gods can walk through into our
And we're
planet. I think maybe.
gods. I heard if you were to pee in here where there's mushrooms, you'll create an oasis underground.
Oh, boo.
Let's
You know, Joe, I
make
do admire
that.
your.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If anybody had
yeah.
seen the episode where they encountered the first portal, that would make a lot of sense. So, what are you guys gonna do?
Well,
I'm
who
gonna
wants
approach
to
the, wall.
lead the way?
Okay, now you guys
After
can
you.
go up and you can walk through, no problem. Okay, you're just gonna pass through that slight distortion. You can walk through it.
I mean, being my cautious self, I'll probably put my hand through it first.
Okay, you put your hand through it, and it passes through. There's no real resistance, but you can tell as you put your hand through it that it ripples around it, and some ripples come out. So it whatever it is affected by your passing.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and then I'm assuming my hand then looks like it's kind of behind that mirage sort of look.
Yeah, it's slightly distorted from it. Yeah.
All right. Well, it didn't burn up. It didn't do anything terrifying, so through I go.
Okay, go ahead and place yourself on the other side.
Ah.
Okay, give me a stealth roll.
Stealth. Oops, what am I
Yep.
doing here, Grace?
Okay. This is what happens. Ari passes through. She's the first one. She walks through, steps, and as she steps through and passes through, you have, because there's a bunch of loose rocks all over the place in here as well, right? A loose stone catches under your boot, and it doesn't twist your ankle or anything like that, but it makes a big old crack, and the pebble goes skittering across the ground, right? And that crack goes crack, 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 and it echoes, and the echoes hit the walls, and they back, and you take
Oh, yay.
5 points of damage.
All right.
Automatic.
so-
What's up with these environmental hazards? Wasn't there one hazard where we couldn't speak or it'd kill us or something? Was that here? I can't remember that.
No, that
That was a long
wasn't.
time ago,
That
right?
wasn't.
I don't
here.
think it was here, yeah. It doesn't sound familiar.
It's almost as if it's like a dungeon or something. Okay, so you're gonna take 1 wound off of that.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because it goes right past. There is no parry on this. It goes straight to damage. So you have 1
He
wound.
doesn't have to beat toughness?
Right, I think that's was me.
Oh yeah, it would. Yeah, what's your toughness? It would still
10.
apply to. Okay, so you don't
Jeez,
take any
how's it
damage.
10?
Is it
I
10?
don't know. Yeah.
Since
know.
when?
Oops. I don't know.
Like,
I didn't mean to roll that.
I
It's
wear
been
armor
10.
and plate
Oh.
armor and I have 11.
I
Actually,
don't know
no,
what
I'm
to
sure
do,
it's
you
10.
guys.
10 is great. What am I saying?
No, you're
yeah,
right.
You know what? Mine is 10 too.
10 is good.
Yeah, but you're tough. Yeah, but you're
I'll
tough
listen
as
to
shit. She's not tough.
Well, I have got that
Casters.
armor. I
Tank
got that
casters.
like. What
She
at
gets
the
that thing.
Arcanist, I got that armor.
Yeah, she has that thing.
Right,
I remember.
right.
I remember totally.
Okay.
My toughness is only a 10 because I'm a
Whatever,
+2
Jonathan.
from edges. Otherwise, mine would be an 8
Put down to those.
with armor.
Well, let's check. Let's just see. You've got armor. It'll say in your character sheet, Grace. should give you a breakdown of why.
Yeah, somebody
you get it.
check her sheet.
Literally is armor. I don't know why you won't believe me. It's a 5 and then with +5 for armor.
There you
Oh,
go.
she has armor. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
I have very much
Yeah, she's
armor.
got that
It's like Dwarven made. I went under.
dwarven made chain.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 I think
I
it's because
should've
she
gotten
never
some
gets
of that
attacked,
shit.
so we never find out.
I do get attacked. I got
does.
attacked all last episode.
She did.
She did get attacked all last time.
So that's what happened. And the reverberations come and they slam into you. You don't take any damage, but you feel if it hadn't have been for your armor, you would have taken damage from that. and then it quiets down. Because after it hits you, it's boom.
Can I slip back through the veil?
Roll
Please?
a stealth.
Oh, in order to move, I'd have to. Well, I'd slip back through, and so I wouldn't be affected.
So
I'll
you're
roll stealth.
attempting to turn around and move back through the.
I mean, I would assume I'm just a step in front of the
Yeah,
veil,
so-
so it would just be a step backward.
Yeah, so give me a stealth.
5.
You make it. That's a success. Okay,
Alright,
so go
so
ahead and move
step-
yourself on the other side.
Ah.
That's right on. There you go.
All right.
Joplin is like, well, that's not good. You know what I think would be the remedy to this situation?
A bird.
No, he comes over and he stands next to Phoenix and goes, "Why don't you let me see that bag again?"
Anyway, sorry, are you alright? Like, first of all,
He's really high right now because all he's been doing for the past 10 minutes is just hotboxing the hell out of his pipe. So you have
I
a
know that means,
feeling
but I wanna know.
that he's not really going to be a whole lot of help for you guys right now. You're not sure if it's because, Uncle Tony's not here or...
So did the sound travel through that barrier? And
No, it did
I
not.
hear it?
No, you heard it, but nothing... Like the barrier, when that happened, when she went through and she made the noise and there was a big cacophony and the vibrations and stuff, that barrier was like rippling. And then as it died down, the sound on the other side, the ripple died down.
Sorry, what happened? I just saw a ripple. It actually was quite loud. actually.
It shook me for sure.
You're shook? Shooketh?
I am very shooketh right
Wow.
now.
Sounds terrible. I mean, are you hurt anywhere? Sounded
No,
like
I think I'm
Quite
okay,
a
but
cacophony.
any sound past this barrier, it just gets magnified.
Ray's barking like a dog in the background.
I
Sorry.
knock on my own armor plate. Well, I'm not too good at stealth. What should we do?
I mean, who wants to try shrooms with me?
Yeah, that's not me. I think you're.
Joplin's all like,
Mm,
yeah.
Joplin.
I mean, we need to really think about this situation.
So help me understand what happened when you walked through. You
So you heard me trip on the rock, and just the way it echoed through this cave was crushing. It magnified, and it definitely gave me a good rattle.
Joplin, you could fly through there, right? And then it's not going to make any noise.
Yeah, my wings. Flapping. And in the form of a bird, I'm sure I'd get hurt real easy.
You're a mouse. Can't you turn into a mouse as well? Aren't those supposed to be?
Quiet as a mouse. That's a.
I beg your pardon. I cannot. I can change it to a rat. Or
Quiet
a
as a
snake.
rat.
Snake would probably be better. I could change it to a viper.
And I'm reasonably quiet, light-footed.
Well, a snake wouldn't make any noise. That doesn't have to put its foot up or down. It just kind of just rolls along the ground, doesn't it?
I think you're right.
I think that's the best bet.
But if we get through, what's on the other side?
Well, I could get through, but what about the rest of you?
I mean, I could probably make it through there.
Me going over there is all fine and dandy, but I don't, who knows what's up and around that bend? It could be more of those baby things. Ugh. I don't want to have to run into those again.
Well, maybe, look, we heard the sound, but it didn't go through this barrier. What if we step through, toss a rock, or maybe a handful of rocks in the air, step back in, and maybe it'll disrupt everything. Maybe there's a limit to how much sound can be made. Maybe it'll rupture some of these mushrooms, perhaps. I don't know anything about them.
Okay.
I mean, for grins, do I see any sort of like ominous things that could be emanating this?
Like an on and off switch on the other side of the room.
No, I'm
Like-
more looking for something where this would be
The source.
being created.
Is
Yeah.
there a source of this trap?
No.
Or is it? Can I? Is there some mushrooms inside? Can I see if I can figure anything out from the mushrooms inside of the barrier? Like, oh, this is that plant. Maybe I
There's
heard-
some mushrooms, small mushrooms growing on your side of the barrier.
Can I like see what I know about them? Is it possible?
Do you have any kind of skill that would help you with that?
Let us see. Boom, boom. Common knowledge. Is it common knowledge?
No, this is
I've-
definitely not common.
survived
We're talking
this.
about a subterranean mushroom on the mysterious island
Well-
of Card Ur.
Well, we might die here.
That's
so
true.
We're trying to survive.
I
Does survival
understand.
count?
Survival?
Yeah.
No, it does not.
What about repair?
Ooh, you're getting closer to
Okay,
nothing.
healing?
Nope.
Maybe these are some like you heard about in medical journal. All right, that's all I have. That's all I have.
No.
Unskilled.
I mean, you could always roll an unskilled, right?
I will say this. If you roll an unskilled check that hits 20, I'll let you know.
I'll try it.
There's always a chance. There's always
What
a
was the
chance,
chance?
right?
Always.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
How did you get a? Oh, because it's a minus
Minus
two.
2.
Yeah.
Minus 2. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know, man.
All right. All right.
Well,
Well, I guess we just. I don't know. Look, maybe this area is only. Like, DM, do we see the terrace steps going upward?
Yeah, because that whole room's lit up from the glow of these mushrooms.
Perhaps it's only a short walk, and even though it's dangerous, we can just, I don't know, muscle through it. I have no idea. That should be our last option. Ari, did you see any source of this magical emanation?
I think it was just the echo from the inside of this cave, the cavern, the way it reverberates and
I thought it was
resonates
the
with
mushrooms,
itself.
like maybe bouncing the sound. It's the cavern itself. It's a cursed.
You
cavern.
know this much, Ari, because you are of the arcade. You are a caster and what have you. This is some sort of mega enchantment that has been laid upon this thing.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Well, so
Yeah.
then I'd relay that instead.
Wait, actually, Phoenix. I'm gonna turn to him. First of all, thank you for your bravery.
He saved
That-
your life. Yeah.
Yes, the green flower. And did you know, or how did you?
I just took a chance. Speaking of which, I'm pretty stealthy, and I can kind of soak quite a bit of damage. I'm happy to lead the way with Joplin, and then if we find a way to stop this from happening, maybe we can get you two through as well.
Unfortunately, I, as much as I hate to ask you to do that for us, I look at Ari. And I have no other idea.
All right. And I'm gonna step up to the thing and Joplin, care to be a snake for a little while?
Sure, I'll give it a chance, but I mean, if anything happens to me while I'm in there, then you know.
I'll just grab him once he turns into a snake, and throw him on my shoulder, and
Okay.
if he will let me.
Yeah, he's not going to fight you. I think to
Alright.
quote Joplin, he would have been like, "Whoa, whoa."
In its snake form, nonetheless. though.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna step through with Joplin.
Okay. So this is how this is going to do. When stealthing, you get to, if I'm not mistaken, you can stealth and still move your full movement, correct?
I think so. You just can't run.
Correct. But you still get, so it would
For
be
sure.
30 feet that you get to move, right? It's 30. Or is it 35?
Yeah, let me just double check. It's
I think
35,
it was 35. Yeah, that sounds right. to
but
me
I'll
from last
check and see
episode.
if there's a clear answer.
I think it was technically 36, but we were running down to 35.
I think you're right. That sounds about right.
I'm not seeing anything in the index specifically around stealth. I don't think they built in a strong
Yeah.
So-
stealth paint.
So basically what it's going to be is for every 35 feet that you move, which is your standard movement rate, you need to give me 1 stealth roll. Now this over here, when you get to here, this is actually a platform that goes up about 3.5 feet. And some parts it's 4 feet. You're going to have to try and either jump up there or climb up there. So it's going to be really hard to do stealth going up here. Your movement at that section and this section will be cut in half. And your normal 4 target stealth will become a 6, attempting to go up those. Okay?
All right. I can make it to there on that first roll, so I'm going to go ahead and try.
Okay.
It's a 4.
There's 1 success. You're at the incline.
So, real question. Can I actually pitch in bits for bennies?
Yes, you can if you wanted to.
I'm getting really worried.
Okay, so you're there at the wall.
Right there. All right. So I need a 6 target.
6 target.
Okay. Let's do this stealth roll, and I've got Joplin with me. Actually, you know what I might do? Can I? It's how high up?
It's about 3.5 feet.
Okay, so it's like a climb. It's not like a.
It's not a step up.
Not like a.
Yeah.
Like multiple feet of. Okay. I thought it was above my head. Then I will just set Joplin down on the plateau before I try and do this, just to be safe.
Okay.
In case I fall and get hurt, I feel like maybe it won't affect him. Who knows?
Okay.
Just
now,
on the off chance that it does.
Here's something too. Now, as you're walking through and you're stealthing, okay, with each, it's like deathly quiet in here, and each footfall that you plant, even though you're successfully stealthing, it sounds really loud. Like the little bit of noise that it is making is getting amplified as well, but it's not obviously pushing it over whatever that threshold is that made it turn into a boom.
Okay. Shit. Okay, I'll climb. Let's do this. I don't really have a choice. I'm out here now, so I'm gonna have to make a stealth check either way. So let's do this. That's a 7. I make
Nice.
it
Got it.
up. Fucking A.
You're up on top there.
So that just gets me to here, though. That
Correct. Now there's another stealth roll to get you to the other one.
Roll. Okay. I'll pick Joplin back up.
Okay.
So how far can I guess it doesn't matter because I'm gonna have to do another
Yeah.
climb in a minute. So let's make this roll.
Okay, you made it.
All right, that gets me to here.
Yep.
Now
it's
and this is still just like 3.5 feet.
Yep. It's still just another target number 6. Here, let me move it up so everybody can see a little bit more.
All right.
Here we go. Oh, you just make it. Okay. Boom. You're there.
Jesus.
Now here, let me reveal a little bit more for you. Okay, and then it's kind of got some mushrooms that are kind of obscuring.
Is it still like deafeningly loud every step?
Oh,
that
yeah.
I take here.
Oh yeah.
Shit, I don't know how I'm gonna get them back through here. Hopefully I find the off switch. Joplin will have to help me with that, I have a feeling. Okay. That gets me another 35 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Where does that get me to? That'll get me there. Okay.
Okay, so I can go ahead and reveal the rest of this for you then. Oh, look, it's in there.
There it is.
Ah, there
Well,
it
look
is.
at that big bright owl.
Yeah. Now this here is another one of those inclines. You notice too, there's only this like one mushroom right there, and you can see like right here. I'll do some of my magnificent artwork again.
Yeah. Where?
It's coming.
I'm a very impatient person.
Oh, this I know. Okay, so there it is. You can see that there's another barrier there. It's another one of those rippling effects.
All right. Can I make a notice check to see if I see anything around here that looks like it might be controlling this enchantment?
Sure.
Okay. And my notice isn't great, but might as well at least take the chance. 5?
You don't notice anything.
Okay. Well,
And that should tell you something because that's a success.
yeah, there's fuck, they're gonna have to make it through there somehow. Well, I have no way to help them, so I'm gonna get over there so I can at least talk to Joplin and tell him to go back and let them know. So let's go ahead and make another stealth check. See if I can make it to that wall.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
But that only gets me to here, though, doesn't it?
Correct. To the wall itself.
Yeah. All right, and you said there was this one mushroom down here.
Yeah, up on this big guy right there. That's the only mushroom that's actually grown up on this top plateau. All the other ones are down in the thing here. This room in here, however, is glowing from the portal itself. Just like before, it's the stone archway. It's got the green energy that's like a swirling vortex in it that's lazily turning.
If I was intelligent, I would have given you some of the white powder, but obviously.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that.
But Joplin, when he turns into an animal, he takes whatever he has with him.
You got it. He does.
I ain't giving. Maybe I would. If
All
only
right.
make it back to you.
Yeah.
The white powder.
I have to survive however many rounds it takes for him to get there with whatever the fuck's in there. So, but we don't really have a choice though. So I'm not gonna make it back in one piece.
Are you sure? You can try.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take I like my odds better with whatever's in that room. There's a 4. I need a 6.
You need a 6. All right.
So,
It's
are you
either
Bennying it?
yeah, Benny, or you're
No.
gonna no
I'm
Benny.
not Benny again.
All right, here we go. Five points, which does
And
nothing.
that's nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
cool.
absorb it.
Now, I'd like to make another notice check to see if I notice anything stirring inside beyond this wall here before I move through it.
No.
After I've just made that sound.
No.
Nothing. Okay.
Uh-uh.
All right. Then I'll make my one final stealth check to see if I can cross the last couple feet here to the gateway. That's another no. So
Okay.
trip over another rock.
It's exactly what happens. 10.
That's my toughness. So I'm shaking.
You're
And I
shaking.
don't get to move too.
Yeah.
Right?
To unshake first.
Okay. Vigor roll to unshake, right?
And so we feel the vibration.
Oh yeah,
right?
you see, yeah, because it resounds through the cavern there, and it makes the barrier that you guys are by, vibrate.
Yeah, but obviously we can't see him. We just know.
Yeah, he's
making
around the
noises.
corner now. You can't see him.
That's good enough to unshake, right?
Yep,
It's just
you're
a 4?
unshaken. Yep.
Okay, that's one more stealth check to see if I can get into this room. There we go.
You got it. Okay, you're
All
in
right,
the room.
and I'm just past the wall. I just want to walk through.
When you walk through the shimmering like barrier thing, and you get to the other side, that deafening silence that was in the cavern goes away, and you can there's like just a background noise in here now, and you can hear the of the portal itself.
And I'll say, "Hey, Joplin."
He pops back out of his snake form. Wow, that was trippy.
Did he take any damage, by the way? From
I should roll, huh? He would.
We were at least in this bottom little plateau before anything happened.
Let's see.
So-
We got to check on his old
His toughness, right? He
Yeah.
probably would have.
As a snake, uses toughness. A snake's toughness?
Let's see. Where's toughness on this character sheet, guys?
It's toward the upper center.
Yeah, it's like right in the middle under
On the
derived
first.
stats.
Yeah, on the first page. You might not be on the first page.
I think I am.
Yeah, and then it should be in the top. Attributes, health, hindrances. It's right underneath there. Directly.
I see soak.
So go right below it. Toughness.
Oh,
will be-
here it is.
Yeah.
There it is. His toughness is a 7. So he would have taken 3 points. So he would have. That's just a shaken. So he would have been shaken with you.
So he'll have to
So-
shake that.
So let's give him a big roll. See if he unshakes.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, he unshook. You guys were listening to Eddie Money. Am I the only person that gets that?
I know
Ju-
these songs.
I didn't.
I don't. Yeah.
You
I
were
don't know if that's
shaking.
specific.
Whoa,
Oh, I get it.
whoa.
You always
Snapping
see
our
scary looking.
fingers. Move. Oh, sorry. Anyway. It gives me memories of a driving. Good times. Okay, so.
Do I see anything in this room beyond the portal?
Just the portal, man. Just the portal. And Joplin's all like, man, that was. I don't know how we're gonna. And then, hey, he looks at you. Do you got the powder?
Nope.
I don't have the powder.
I do have a
Fuck.
white flower.
That's not gonna work. We need the powder that was given to close the. Yeah.
Maybe it's the same thing. It's white.
Well, if you want to throw a flower at it, I mean, you feel free. I'm not gonna tell you not to. I mean, who am I to argue? Let me move
It might have
Joplin.
value some other way.
Joplin up here. Boop. Actually,
If you want to go back and, I mean, it doesn't look like there's a bunch of
go
mirrors
back.
in here.
You
There's
kidding
a
me?
snake. There's a snake. You'll be fine.
You know what? I've got an idea. I can tunnel under the ground.
I probably should have just done that in the first place. Yeah, that makes sense.
I apologize. I was high. I might have thought of it if I wasn't, but
It's a reasonable excuse. All right, well, yeah, go back and tell the others we need that powder. I mean, or you could just take the powder and bring it back here, and I'll wait here, I guess.
okay. All right. So let's see. Let me get. I'm gonna have to do some rolls for him here. Let's see. Try and find his.
See how many times he runs into the wall before he goes through it.
Yeah, exactly. I need to find his spells. Let's see here.
Yeah, so they're in the front page too, kind of toward the bottom. They're called powers, obviously.
Weapons. Oh, I just need to go further down. Burrow.
Yeah.
There it is. Aha. Okay.
Now the cast button has never worked for me, by the way. I don't know if I just did it wrong or what, but I just wanted to let you know.
All right, here we go. We're gonna try. It worked.
No, see, is his spellcasting die a D4?
Well, here, you know what? I bet this. We can do this, and we can.
That's what I mean by it's never worked for me. My spellcast, I think
Okay,
it always rolls a D4.
There we go. That's why. And I think he's got the rank on here as he's not a novice. What are you guys' ranks now?
We are. That rank is different. Whatever.
You guys
we
are similar.
Yeah, legendary. That's what I've got written down.
Yeah, legendary.
Let's see. If
Isn't that crazy? We're legendary.
We're
Does
so
does it feel like we're legendary?
Yeah, I feel like I'm legendary.
Looks like it's okay.
We're
So here we
getting
go.
there.
Here we go. Did it? No, it still didn't do it.
I'm just saying, I've never got it to work right.
Oh, there's some way to.
You'd think, but there is a spell to casting, like skill. That's generally how I roll
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna roll it. He succeeded anyway on the D4, so we're just gonna use that.
it. Okay. Sorry.
And his spell casting is. There to spellcasting. Oh, he's got a D12 on that. All right, cool. Good enough. All right. So he's good. So, and gosh, I guess I should have looked. How far can he go with that?
I do not know.
And of course, that doesn't show me anything when I do that. All right, I'm just going to make a ruling. We're going to say that he can go 60 feet. So, I'm going to turn this over to you, Ari. You're gonna move him and get him to go towards there. So,
Okay.
you're in charge.
I'm in charge of what? Just moving him?
Yeah, moving him and making the rolls to get over there.
Okay. So.
He can move 60 feet per successful roll. He made one successful roll.
Okay, so
So.
60.
Yeah.
We put there. Ah! It'd help if I actually grabbed the carrot. Okay, apparently I cannot move him.
Oh, well, here, let me take care of that.
I thought it was.
Are you sure? Try it again. I think you're mistaken.
Now I can move him. I think that was 60. Now I've lost track. Yeah. So I'll make another spellcast roll for him.
Yep, that's smart too. You just went as opposed to going around. Yeah.
I would assume he's allowed to do that.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. I don't have his character sheet, but you said it's a D12.
Oh, here I'll let you. Yeah, it's a D12.
I'll just roll it real quick.
I'm gonna let everybody be able to
A
monkey with his
7.
stuff.
And I guess I need to roll a wild die just for grins. All right, so 7 and a 5, so he'll make it into.
Okay, everybody has access to his sheet now, just in cases. Okay, then you can go ahead and move him over.
Yeah.
He comes up out of the ground. Oh, hey, that's the first time that's worked. You know, I always want him to talk like Rodney Dangerfield.
I was about to say, it's a bit of a Rodney Dangerfield
Yeah.
vibe.
So, we kind of need the powder. You know, I can't believe we left. We didn't take the powder with us. Without the powder, we can't close the.
Wait, the
close
powder
portal.
for what?
To close the portal. The white
So there
powder.
is one.
Yeah, there's a pointer. It's up and around the way, and yeah, it's big as day right there. Phoenix,
We
give
don't
me a
need to
notice
come?
roll.
Oh, fuck. Nothing.
Nothing. Excellent. So you're like looking out this way, checking out the mushrooms and stuff, and you know, you even like take the tip of your finger and just boop, touch the barrier there just to see the ripples go off and whatnot. And then you just hear from behind you, "Why, hello, Phoenix."
Oh, fuck. I'll turn around.
All right, you turn around, and hold on, I got to get back to. That's why I can't find my. There we go. My library. Here we go. All right, let me. Do I still have that guy down here? I really need to make me a token page for this one too. I've made it for some of my other ones now, so that I have all the tokens in place. I think I'm just gonna grab a placeholder. Oh, look, yeah, well, I'm getting closer. Here we are. Yep. Oh, yep. Look, they're all the way at the bottom. Let's see. Now,
Of course they are.
Of course they are. Now, do I have the right one?
No.
No, these are a bunch of dudes that you ran into.
But we've ran into these guys before.
Yeah. Well, those guys, those tokens you had. Okay, I'm just gonna grab one because I don't want everybody to wait as I go through my bazillion and one tokens here. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's use that guy. Now, for everybody at home, I'm going to just blow this up because I'm going to say this is what he looks like too, because he was intended for something else, but he is connected to the Celestines. You guys see that?
Ooh, you're spooky.
Look at that. Dia de los Muertes.
Oh,
This-
Jesus.
The skeletal dude. He's obviously whispering. There we go. And he's just standing right there behind you. He has red smoke curling off of him.
Oh, hey. Nice to meet you. You know my name, but afraid I don't know yours.
And he steps right up to you. Daw. My master sends me here to kill you?
Oh, great. You mind...
Or persuade you to leave.
Your master would be... Who?
Who's your boyfriend, Ari? Your first one?
First one was Zafrish?
Zafrish.
Oh yeah, and Azale. Those are the two. Yeah,
Yeah.
Zafrish.
Zafrish.
Cool. Yeah, that's great. You know what? Before you convince me, we should probably wait for... you're going to have to convince about 4 of us, and then we should probably just wait for them to get here, if you don't mind.
The red smoke starts pouring off of him now. I need you to make me a vigor roll.
Oh jeez.
Oh, good. That's great. 8.
All right, that's a success.
Nice.
But your eyes are starting to sting. The acrid smell of it. It smells like hot cinnamon, but it's burning the inside of your nose and your eyes.
Oof.
Like
But it
Red
did-
Hots.
Yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
And I'll put this guy in here. Boop. Okay. And close that. Bloop. Bloop. Oh, look who gets to go first. The bad guy.
Oh, good. He's
Has
not
it been
waiting.
established he's a bad
Yep, he's his name in the turn order. It says bad guy.
guy? Oh gosh.
And this music just won't do. That won't do. No, we need something a
Oh.
little bit more spicy.
And this guy's name was
Spicy.
Dar.
Dar.
D-A-R.
You got it.
Hadar,
Dar. Just Dar. What's this one? I don't think this is what I want.
Darcy.
No, that's not what I want. We're going to go with this. Yep. There we go.
This guy's what, my size?
He's bigger than you. He's about a foot taller than you are.
Oh god. Okay.
And he's attempting to claw you right now.
Peepers. I thought you guys were talk, like persuade.
I thought so too, but he clearly is not down for that.
And here we go. Is it exploding? Yes. Ah! That's enough out of you, Grace.
I wish I
How
would have
dare you
taken the
enjoy
edge count.
yourself.
I should have taken the counterattack edge because then I could have fucking taken
Yeah.
attack when
He's-
he misses me.
He swings at you with a clawed hand, and you can tell that he's not really into it. he haphazardly like takes a swipe at you. Is like, you must succumb to my lord's might, man. Okay.
He was also like, wait, I thought we were gonna talk this out.
Yeah.
So there
Yeah,
you go.
he lied, obviously. Okay, Joplin.
Well, Joplin, I don't know what more
Give
he
the
can
powder?
do except for, yeah. I mean, I can't give him the powder. He can ask for it, but I don't. I
That's
mean,
what he does. He comes out and says, "Hey, we need the powder.
Right.
Can't
Yeah.
close the portal without the powder."
Right. I mean, I'd grab it, but I don't think I can do that on his turn.
What? Oh, you mean? Yeah, you can pass it to him. So he's got it.
I don't want to pass him the whole thing as the whole idea.
So like you're opening it up and like gonna deal out a pinch to him? Is that what you're doing? He's
Just like a little
"What are you
dime
doing?
bag."
Just give me the bag. I'll give
He
it
don't
back
have no-
to you.
He has no urgency.
Okay, so you guys are arguing. Brian.
I'm just measuring out time. That's all I have to say.
Well, I could definitely see Joplin arguing with you about not giving him the bag. So you guys are gonna do that for a round. What's Brian doing?
Oh, are we staying on this side of the wall? Or...
Yeah, because you guys don't even know if anything.
Right, and neither does Joplin. None of us know
Well,
that
I
that
guess
just happened.
if you're there and you got it under control and he's just waiting peacefully, close it.
Okay, as it should be. Okay, Ari, he's like, just give me the damn bag. I'll bring it back to you.
I don't believe him for a second. Oh, and I don't think that there's an urgency, so I would continue measuring. I would give him a
And what are you
portion
going to
of
measure it out into?
I'll dump out coins that are in my pocket and put it in that bag. I'm not giving him the
Okay,
main
so
bag.
you're emptying a coin pouch to pour some powder into a different pouch, then to give to him.
I'll hold your coins too, so you can put on the ground.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. So while all that's going on, I'm going to say that there's going to be 2 rounds of combat up top, and then we'll go back into the order. So we're just going to go. You get to go, then he'll go, then you'll get to go, and then I'll deal again. Sound good?
Okay.
All right. It's your turn.
All right. First things first. I've got. I'm gonna take my shillelagh off of my belt
Been a
and
while.
just throw it behind me through the barrier.
Okay,
That's the
it-
hardest
geez.
thing I can see.
In the room. Okay. So you throw it in there, so it hits something and makes a big. Okay. You guys are while you guys are down, you're arguing. There's a big. The whole barrier shakes like it was a really big one.
No, it's Phoenix. Something's happened.
Yeah, something's definitely happened.
Okay, so then it's you gonna multi-action or you gonna give it back to him?
I have my ambidextrous feat, so I can take one more action without taking
-2.
-2. So I'm just gonna make my one attack on him this round. And what I want to do is see if I can. I'm gonna do a called shot. I
Okay.
want to kick him square in the chest and see if I can stagger him backwards towards the portal.
Gotcha.
I just want to try and. My main goal is just to move him, start pushing him backwards.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. All right.
So a called shot on the chest, I think, is a -2.
Yeah, it's
Large
not a big
area,
minus.
yeah.
Yeah, it's -2.
Okay. Don't know what this guy's parry is, so probably not the best time to be adding to the difficulty, but there's a 12.
Ooh.
So a 10?
Yeah, that hit.
That hit?
That hit.
Okay.
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 Yay.
I get a roll. Let's see. I doubt
You
he's
get a
gonna
roll.
beat it, but
Oh, let's see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see if I can stagger him.
Yep, yep.
okay.
Nice.
Boom. Yeah, he staggers back
Okay.
to here.
Oh, perfect. Okay. And then I'll use the rest of my. I'm just gonna use my movement to stay engaged with him.
Okay. All right. Give me another vigor roll.
Okay.
Oh,
14.
look at
Ooh,
that! Nice. Okay,
nice.
it's still, the red smoke that's coming off of him is filling this room pretty good. But you're again, you got tears streaming down your eyes. Your nose starting to run. Your throat is starting to feel a little bit raspy from it, and it just all you can smell is this like hot cinnamon. All
I
right,
was like, why the fuck couldn't I fight like this in the arena when people were watching?
right?
You literally are by yourself.
13 hit
Oh,
you.
shit.
Yeah, that'll hit me.
Okay, 13. So let's see here. We've got.
Wait, why is it his turn?
Because you guys are
Arguing and doing your stuff.
Oh,
So
I forgot. Oh,
we're
I'm
taking-
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
so
sorry.
here we go. So I guess claws would be. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. So here's the first. Okay, and then no. Okay. So
Is that compounded though? Is that like a
Yes,
total?
9 is the total.
Oh, you know what? My toughness is 10 actually, so
Yeah.
I'm still in the clear.
Yeah, because it's essentially his claws are the weapon, and then the strength die to it. So.
Okay.
Okay, so he like scratches at you, but it doesn't really do anything. Okay, so that's the end of that first round. Then we got one more, and then we're gonna deal cards, and we'll go.
I mean, just saying, if I heard a huge boom like that,
Yeah,
that would have
that's the
interrupted what I
first
was
act.
doing.
Yeah, so you heard a
I'm
huge.
sorry. I didn't mean to roll
Nice-
that.
That's a nice roll. So you heard a huge boom, and you guys are talking about what you want to do, right? What do you do?
I mean, it would have interrupted, and I probably would. I'd probably take off sprinting through this place.
Ooh.
You know what happens? Hold on, I'm gonna make a roll. my boy, with his agility, that's not too bad. Joplin's going to attempt to grab the bag of white powder from you when the boom happens. Got a 5. It's going to succeed unless you can beat him.
And in what?
Agility. Yeah. He does. He grabs the bag of powder from you. And
All right.
he's going to cast a spell. He's going to
All
try
right.
and leave and go.
So do you
Okay.
want me to go ahead and do that, or are we
No, on the
letting
next
that play
round.
out?
On the next round, we're still going to do this combat up here. Okay. All right. So Joplin, you get to go though.
Joplin
Joplin.
goes?
I'm sorry, not Joplin. Phoenix, you get to go though.
Oh, right. It's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, because we redealt. Right. Okay.
Well, we're going to redel after this round of you and him fighting.
Oh, so then I just went. He hasn't gone again yet.
No, he
Did he?
went. He went. Yeah.
Just went.
Oh, right.
yeah.
He made that claw attack. Okay, yeah. All right. Then I'm just gonna, again, just trying to stagger him. I'm gonna call a shot again. See if I can stagger him. That's a 10.
That hits.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. Now you're not trying to
And-
do damage with this. You're doing damage.
I'm
right?
I'm trying to get him back through that portal
Okay. So here now
for the time being.
I got to roll on his strength. See what happens. God bless America. He goes through the portal.
Ooh.
And is he just on the other side of it?
No, he disappears. He's
Ooh.
swallowed up into green energy.
Then I am going to just hold my ground.
Okay.
And, like, fuck.
All right. Now I'll deal some cards. Here we go.
All right.
Oh, I did the wrong one.
Jeez Louise.
I know.
Mhm.
I'm terrible. That's the first one I've done tonight that way, though. There we go.
No, so job. Because the bad guy got another ace.
He sure did. So you're like, ah. He comes out, ah. But you had a hell. Were you? Well, no, because you took your action. You weren't holding your action. Okay. He comes
No,
back
no.
out. I need a vigor roll.
All right. Oh, that's a
Ooh, it's
3.
Fail. So,
But
are you gonna Benny or are you gonna hold on to your bennies?
so here's the question. I'm immune. Would this be poison?
Sort of, yeah.
Because I do have an immunity to poison. But I don't know if this would be an
No,
immunity or if this is something
no,
that
and
would
basically that immunity to poison that you have is all native.
which wouldn't take damage.
Well,
from-
it's poisons and all things native to this plane of existence.
Gotcha. This is more
Dar is
arcane.
from he's from another dimension. So,
Then cool. What does this shit do to me?
so you're not gonna Benny?
No.
Okay. All of your physical attributes now are reduced by 1 die. So,
Okay.
like, what's your strength currently?
It's a D12.
It's now a D10.
Shit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Joplin's got the bag, so
Okay, so he comes out and he's going to try and claw you. Here he goes. And he got another one. Is it still exploding? Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Exclamation.
oh
point.
yeah.
Yeah. God,
Yeah, we gotta roll 10 to explode. 10.
that's 2 1s this cat's rolled. Okay, Joplin, it's your turn.
All
God
right.
bless
So
America.
I mean, he'll probably try. He'll go back through the burrow, I would assume. So he's going. You said 60 feet.
Yep. Oh, he's so close.
I
So
know.
close.
Nowhere. Are you sure?
Yep.
That's 55.
Okay.
Hang on here.
Yeah, because you can totally see that as you're burrowing through the ground.
That's 55.
Just put him over there.
I'm sorry, I'm trying, but I forgot that I had to switch what it was on. All right.
Yeah.
So there he is.
Yeah, that's the end of his turn. Phoenix.
All right. So I am going to now that I can feel myself losing strength. I know I have to start dealing damage to this motherfucker. So I'm gonna attack. So I guess I have to roll. Can I change my die on the fly here? I can. So I'm just gonna switch it back to a D10 for the time being.
Okay.
That'll be a fighting attack.
Nice.
11.
11.
That
That'll
hits.
hit. Yeah.
That hits.
Okay, then let's roll my damage.
it's not a raise or
Equal
anything?
Also, yeah. What did I get a raise over his
No.
carry? No.
I'll tell you what it is. It's a 10.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So I've been hitting it. That's why. Okay.
Yeah.
Then my damage would also be reduced, but from my D12 to a D10. Sorry, I'm gonna have to do some adjusting on the fly. Take my strength down to a D10 as well. Don't let me forget to switch these back.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
An 8.
Okay. He soaks it.
Oh, motherfucker. You know what? I'm gonna Benny that. And
Okay.
I have an edge that when I Benny it, I get a +2.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. I thought about
Damn.
taking that today. Yeah.
There you go.
So I'm going to do that.
Nice.
Holy
you
crap!
don't fucking need
26. 26.
it.
26.
Son of a
Jeez
bitch.
Louise. Phoenix.
The God Killer strikes again. Okay.
Honestly. Holy fuck.
I mean,
So-
that's the D10s are for. Heck yeah.
3 wounds and shaken. Alright, so what happens is you haul off, you crack this guy, and he falls out. Boom. He's down.
I'm just gonna start shoving him shoulder for. I'm just gonna take and roll him back to that.
Yeah, you roll him in
Roll.
no problem because he's unconscious.
Get fucked.
Amazing.
Let's- Of course you would roll that.
Right. I mean, honestly. That's insane.
Right? Okay, so he rolls back and he's gone. Okay, alright. Ari, you're still on the other side. Are you gonna... You said you were gonna start running through.
Well, I mean, I probably would take some steps into the. I probably would. You're right. I would.
Would you?
run
Would you?
into-
Now, hold on. Will Elvoxia, Mistress of the Night, would she really put herself at that much risk?
I mean, she did
There's
just get.
action happening, and this is what we're here for.
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
I mean, she did. But she did just get burned a little bit because her
Yeah.
magic didn't work on Brian.
So, are you going to? Are you gonna stealth, or are you just gonna run?
I was going to just run. Is what I
Okay.
was going to do.
Sure. Go ahead. Run.
And just take the damage. And so, how does the running work if you take your movement plus more?
Plus 1d6, whatever you.
So that's 3.
And
So another.
each one of those is 5 feet.
Okay, that's what I thought. So it's another 45 would be what that is. That's really
Yeah.
cool. If I click the right thing here. 45. Okay. Ah, gosh
Well,
dang
this
it.
is-
I'm really
this is-
bad at this whole
This
thing.
is the step up here, so you'll have to give me a strength feat.
Oh, so I'd get to, okay, so I'd get to here and then do a strength.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see what happens. That's with a strength.
You make it,
Nice.
not a problem. So go ahead and move the rest of your movement.
Apparently, I've got some adrenaline running through my body. And then
I-
I'll take whatever damage.
Okay, here's the damage, and since you're not stealthing and you're the sounds are louder of you just slapping your feet against the against the stone floor and the rubble and the stones, it seems to do a little bit more damage. 14.
All right, so that's 4,
What's your soak?
10.
10.
That's what
So
we've
you took 4
established,
points
yeah.
of damage. You just took a wound,
Oh, that's a
Okay.
wound, yeah.
All right.
and you're shaken.
Okay. God bless you.
Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Oh wow. Sorry. Okay. So yeah. So there you go. It reverberated, caused that cacophony of sound. Booyah.
I'm hoping that Phoenix makes it out before I make it any farther.
There you go. Well, you can't move now because you're stunned. You're gonna have to
That's true.
unstun. Okay, Brian.
Well, I'm gonna also run, and let me run my pace roll. I don't know what that means, so I'm just gonna roll a d6. whatever extra feet is the grid table.
I love that.
Yeah. So an extra 10 feet from where I am.
You're 40, which gets you right up to the wall, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to roll your actual movement. It's just the extra movement.
Oh, that was. So because
Yeah.
I'm around 40 feet now.
Yeah, exactly. So you're good. Okay, so same thing. Here we go. See what happens.
It's gonna get exploded. Okay.
Okay,
Nope.
so not
No,
as
you're
bad.
not.
Not as bad. But here's the thing. Guess what? Ari's still out here. It affects her too.
Oh, geez.
The 8,
Yeah.
I mean,
that-
it'd be the same
that-
roll.
It's the same roll. And so
Yeah.
it doesn't do any damage to her, but it affects her.
Right. Right. He probably notices me move.
Oh
or
yeah, he
whatever.
told you guys noticed as soon as that happened. He's like, "Urgh."
Well, he's in trouble, so Phoenix is in trouble. So I think that's the whole thing. Caution to the wind. Let's get there.
right?
Yeah.
No, that's cool. All right, so that's you guys. The bad guy. Well, he ain't doing shit right now. Okay, Joplin. Oh,
He's
Joplin's.
throwing shit, right?
Well, first Joplin's making a vigor roll.
Oh, is the room still full of that
Yeah,
smoke?
he makes
He
it.
made it, yeah.
They're like, oh my God, this is terrible. Oh, jeez. And he's just like, a domination patrias. He's throwing some of the dust on it. And as soon as it's the same thing, as soon as he throws the dust and it's got those little granules in it and it flies from his hand, it hits the energy that is the portal. Everywhere that powder starts to hit and those granules go through, it starts dissolving that energy. And he puts a liberal amount on there, and then the portal itself, the energy goes away. The stone of the portal itself starts to crack,
Oh, geez.
and the archway falls in on itself.
Well, that's good.
It explodes.
And he's like, great, now we got it. Okay. Phoenix, you hear from inside in the cavern. You.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, man.
I can't alert them. That will hurt them too. So I'm just going to start looking around this room.
Okay, nice. All right, Ari. We need a vigor roll from you. See if you get unshook.
So I do have an edge that gives me +2 to vigor.
All right.
Let's see.
Combat
here.
reflexes. If you have that.
Yeah.
+2 to spirit roll.
But I never actually put. Oh, okay, whatever. It's not actually putting it on my.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Okay,
You
so
have a
you're
wound?
not
Oh, yeah,
shooken
you do.
anymore, but you
Yeah.
have a wound.
Right. So I'll go ahead and does that count as an action?
No.
It's just
no.
no.
Shaking. It's a free.
Yeah, it's free.
All right. So then I've got another 45 I can move. Oh, which 35.
And don't forget, this is another one of those step ups. We're gonna need another
Oh.
strength right there.
All right. So I'll roll. I'll go there, which is. I cannot use this tonight. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Well.
So are you running? You're still
Yeah.
running, right? So you run
Yeah.
up here. Okay, let me roll. That's for both of you. What's both of your soaks?
Right. So now, now I'm shaking again,
And you took
and it would be
wound.
another wound.
Yeah, you got 2 wounds and you're
Holy
shaking now.
fuck.
Can I?
You realize
Uh,
now at this point in time you need to stop. You're gonna kill yourself probably. Now,
Does
Brian,
she realize that though?
I would think so. Yeah,
I probably would.
She's got blood coming out of her ears and running down her nose, out of her nose
Yeah.
and stuff. You took a wound from that too, Brian. Because what's your soak is 10, right?
11.
11. So that's 3. So
Yeah,
you're just shaking.
shaking.
You're just
Yeah.
shaking. Okay, so are you just gonna stand still for this? Well, yeah, because you're shaking. You stop.
Oh, yeah. I'm not moving anymore.
Okay.
Well, I mean, does the damage happen before or after she does
It happens while, and what I'm saying is you get to here to where you were basically going to make the jump,
Mm-hmm.
and it goes off and it stops you before that part of it.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so you moved up to there at least. Okay, Brian. You gonna run up there, try and help her?
I mean, we both know we're getting hurt, so.
Yeah, and she's looking pretty rough.
And I noticed that she hasn't gone up that step; she's just stopped.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to, because I imagine
Your movement also hurts me.
Yeah, I noticed that both of us were neck and neck, so the fact that she stopped makes me more cautious. So I'm going to try to stealth over, and see what I can do, see how she's doing.
Okay.
Let me vigor roll out of shake it first.
Yep.
Spirit plus. This is going to be +2. All right, that's
Okay, you
success.
got it. So you're not shaking anymore.
And so I'm going to stealth across. Should I roll that now?
Yep. Go ahead, and don't forget the stealth check goes up by 2, so it's a 6 you need to get to be stealthy going up there without setting this off.
D4. I'm going to use my third Benny of the night.
Okay.
To roll that. Sorry, Grace.
No.
Damn.
Whoa!
Holy shit.
With that roll, I will allow you to not have to roll another stealth. 25 is phenomenal.
That's
Phenomenal.
4 raises.
That's
Oh, it
4.
is.
On a,
Oh, look at that.
this is on a
4
D4.
sixes.
You got 4 freaking 6s on that. That's phenomenal.
Well,
You don't have to
D6,
roll another stealth check. You can actually get over there. Are you going to help Grace?
Is there,
Grace,
is
you
there
gonna help
any way
Ari?
to help her?
Yeah, you
is
can pick
there-
her up.
For what?
Carry
Just to
her.
get her off her feet?
Yeah, carry her.
Sure. Yes, I'll do that.
Okay.
If that's a beneficial move.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And you will both be able to get over here
Over where?
Let's
Sorry,
do
I wasn't
it.
paying attention.
because of that phenomenal
I appreciate it.
phenomenal roll. That roll was absolutely great. But now you guys are kind of trapped.
All right. Hey, that's fine.
That's what I was a little bit worried about.
Okay. Does anybody have to go to the restroom? Should we take a really quick break?
If we could, that'd be awesome.
Yes, we're going to take
Yeah.
a really quick break and then come back and see how they're going to spend the rest of their lives in this tiny little hole.
Just like a
Yeah.
couple hours.
Just a,
Just need to sleep it off. It's
Yeah,
fine.
Keep it off. We're fine.
All right, everybody, we'll be right back. So don't go nowhere. Back talking about innuendos during the little break there, but we won't go into all that. Okay, so you guys are, yeah, you're over there. Hold on a second. Let's change some things up here. Let's change some things up. Well, first of all, we all know that you're in the cavern there. We don't need to see it. And while we don't need all that either, you guys are
Thank
good.
goodness.
Yeah, the combat is over.
The portal is closed.
Oh, not that one. I don't like that one. Not that one.
How many of these portals are there again?
5?
4.
Oh, 4. See, if I had my notes, I would know.
What you eating there, Phoenix? My good old great white North friend.
Cornbread.
All right. What are you laughing at?
Just so random. Cornbread.
What's random about cornbread?
He's
I
wearing
made-
plaid. It's fine.
It's because he's Canadian, isn't it? It's because he's Canadian that you're laughing. You're like,
You
what?
can
What
eat
Canadians don't
cornbread
eat
if you're wearing
cornbread?
plaid.
Made chili and cornbread the other day, so
Oh.
I don't understand that chili and cornbread thing. It's like, hey, you're eating a brick. You want to ride a balloon? I'm like, there's no correlation between the two.
Are you
They're-
kidding me? Oh,
Cornbread.
jeez.
Perfect,
Oh,
Cornbread
jeez,
and
Jonathan.
chili.
Wait, aren't you from Georgia?
I am from
I thought-
Georgia.
I thought
And
chili
that's
and
where
cornbread was
chili
like a
we
southern
don't eat
thing.
chili there. We don't even have chili. I don't even
Yeah,
have
but you
it.
eat the hell out of cornbread down there.
Yeah, sure, cornbread with your like brisket and pulled pork, sure,
Yeah.
but not with chili. But here in the Midwest, I'm here in Nebraska now, and I'm like, we had a chili day, and people brought cornbread. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's that doing here? It's like, I don't know, what else can I compare it to? Having spaghetti, and then also what's
Eating garlic bread?
sushi with it. And I'm like, oh,
Who
we
doesn't
always
eat
do
their?
that here.
Who doesn't have sushi when they have spaghetti? I do it all the time.
I just don't-
I have sushi with all of my meals. A little
I
bit
know.
of breakfast, got some eggs, some bacon, some sushi.
Well, that's not where I'm from, that's for sure. Cornbread and whatever the heck.
All
It's
right.
good cornbread though. Made it myself.
Good.
Nice.
Good.
with
All right,
Woundstorm.
you guys are you're in where the portal was. Congratulations, guys. You've now effectively closed 2 of the 4 portals.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Bleeding out of a lot of orifices.
that's true.
Is there any way oh wait, can't I heal Ari for wounds within the golden hour?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want you to.
What are you talking about? I need to. You're bleeding.
I forgot.
This is just standard.
We've
healing
done this
skill.
before. We've done this before. You hurt me more.
This is. I'm now. I won't be using my imbuement. This is just regular heal. Are you still a mortal person?
I mean, I think that's to be determined. As long as you don't use your light.
I healed people before this light. Get over here, and I'm going to try to do my best to heal.
Yeah,
And I'm a wound off, so
You're fine.
Well, at 3 wounds, you go unconscious, is what it is.
Well,
you don't die. So
well, he got a
5.
5, so
okay,
this
fine.
that's a
didn't
success.
murder me.
Good. So I healed
Alright, so
one.
what-
One wound is healed.
All right, so I also have healing.
If you're
Well,
trying to heal
if it's a-
yourself, that's take your wounds. Count on that as well,
Yeah.
or
Well,
count as penalties.
Can you do another heal on me?
No.
I
just-
don't think I can.
And
no,
you
but other
can't do
people
another
can.
heal on yourself unless it's a magical heal of some sort.
I could try an unskilled roll.
You can.
No.
Grace can heal herself. It's just the penalties count toward.
I thought when it's like that, you only get the one attempt to. Once it's successful, then that's it. You have your success, right?
Oh, all right. If that's the case, I was
that's
not
the case.
unfamiliar.
You can go ahead and call it, and we'll look it up later.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because
So
I
I'll
thought,
just-
yeah, because basically
I'm
it'd be like somebody goes over and they put the bandages on you and whatnot, and the other person comes by and goes, "Here, I'll put some more bandages around." But we'll check,
Do you
we'll
want
check.
me?
We'll check.
Do you want me to roll to unshake or? Are
Yes,
we-
definitely roll and unshaking. You know what? I'm
Alright.
not even going to make you roll. You're going to just it'll be a given roll
Yeah,
because
I've
you're
got a
there.
plus
You're not
2
doing
anyway.
anything. You're going to unshake. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
and I
you're
do
gonna-
have a plus 2 anyway,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, so that's fine. That's fine.
So,
Okay, so I'm
according
just
to
sitting
the
at one
book,
wound.
Uh huh.
a different character may attempt a healing roll on the same patient.
Really? Is there a
One-
limit on? Is there a
so-
limit on that though?
Number of people.
It
around
doesn't
it.
place one, but it does say that once the wounds are over an hour old, only natural
Right.
healing. So in
Over
other
an
words,
hour.
she has about 5 days until the wounds heal if we don't heal them now. So she can
Sure.
try.
Yeah, go ahead then. Go ahead.
Joplin would be able to try, but Brian wouldn't be able to try again.
And I don't think Joplin has healing. Somebody can check his character sheet if you want.
Let me roll my.
Yeah, because if you're successful,
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna take my last Benny.
I was about to say you need to.
Yeah, I forgot I was at a -1 because of the wound.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
A 4. A 4.
You got the success. So
Oh,
good.
that is with the -1. Okay.
Yeah, it is with
So
-1,
you're good. Now
I'm
you
at
have
0.
no
Oh, nice,
wounds. You're
nice.
good. You're back to normal. You're back to normal.
All right.
Because you became. I just let the unshaken go, and your 2 wounds are gone. You were able to get healed. Okay, good job. Good job. Good to know. Good to know for
Typical
future. Too.
healing.
You're right.
Yeah,
And
because
then
you can
0.
and you can cause more wounds too, right?
Yeah.
if
Well,
you
that
fuck
would
it up
have,
while you're doing
right? Yeah.
No.
Open up the wound.
No, it has to be a critical. I don't think it's just
Oh.
a fail. Just a failure doesn't get you anything. But if you crit fail on it, then yeah, then
Yeah,
you
Snake Eyes adds another one.
yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so you guys are all in there.
Fantastic. Wait, is that the portal? And I look at this rubbled mess.
It was recently.
And Joplin's sitting there and he's like throwing the bag up and down and catching it.
Well, what happened? Like,
I closed it, of course.
Ari's bleeding because of that. We ran in here. We thought you were in trouble.
I don't know what to tell you.
I was in trouble, and then I.
He killed another god. I'm telling you, this guy is
Joplin's-
amazing. We
Joplin's
need to
sorry?
go back to Lysenna and go to the gladiator ring one more time. We
I
can
don't
clean
know
up.
about-
I'm telling you. This is what we
Okay,
need to do.
Sure, we'll do that. But first, we have to get out of here.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I can get out here. I don't know about you guys.
Can you turn into
Oh.
a badger and like just dig us a hole?
No, I can't do that.
I'm gonna take a look around and see if there's anything in here other than that portal.
There isn't.
That-
He gives back the bag to Ari, though.
Oh, he's gonna give it back to me.
He does give it back to you.
All right.
And this is
That's
what happens.
canon.
This is what happens when he's not here. So what I want to do is I'm going to look up and see. I'm pretty sure Burrow only works for him.
I think it does too. I don't think it works for anything another
Pretty
character.
170. I don't even know if that's in here, but let's see. Because I think that spell came out of the.
I think it's in the original rules. My fucking thing is being
Yeah.
slow.
So that's
I
just
can't look at
animals.
anything.
Where's spells?
Where does it say you can target another creature?
No,
Where
that's-
does it say who you can and can't target?
Can and can't target with a
I don't know.
spell?
For what?
Because Burrow says Burrow allows the recipient to meld into raw earth. Does that imply that the recipient can be anybody, or is there?
I
If
would-
it says that, that's the way I would read it.
I would agree.
Here's
Yeah,
the problem, though. What's the duration on it?
1 second. This Burrow is page 157. Duration is 5. What does 5 means?
157.
Yep, 157.
We don't have any more green flowers.
What about the other flowers, Phoenix?
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to mention earlier.
So we've got the pink. Do we have the pink?
have
I know
no idea.
black.
I have a pink
White.
one.
Yeah,
I
I guess
see
I'm
you.
talking to you, Phoenix. Yeah.
And Joplin took one as well. He only took that one. And I could have sworn we tried to I thought we tried eating it, but I know I have one still.
The pink. See, I
Okay,
thought you guys tried it too.
that number is how long it lasts in rounds.
So 5,
He could cast Burrow on you guys.
just one at a time.
Allows the recipient.
Oh, there you go.
Unless, hold on a second. Let me read something else.
Yeah, I don't know where it says because like in D&D it's like target self, target.
This is
creature.
what I wanted to check. Okay, so basically in the verbiage, now let's go right next to it on the same page. Confusion. Okay, confusion confounds a target.
Mhm.
Where Burrow says Burrow allows the recipient. So yeah, he could cast it on other people.
Well, right, and the range is smarts, not just self. So I think that would also be an indicator.
Well, let's put it this way: with 5 rounds of being able to burrow, each one of you could get out of there. Into
He
the
just had to
ship.
go last.
Because I had no other.
He would just be the guy. Exactly, he would be the one that would go last because he would cast it on himself last.
Yeah, you'd probably wait the full 5 rounds and then cast it to be sure we're out.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, if
smart
there was
play.
any.
I tell them that like wait the full 5 rounds because a round is 6 seconds. Is that still the rule? So 30 seconds in between casting. In this.
Yeah, and well,
scenario?
and as far as time goes, he can definitely wait. I mean, hell, if he just waits like a minute, that's still not an awful lot of time, and you still get your movement right per round. That's more than enough to make it out of there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, so you guys can
All
all
right.
make it out of there, and you all get to the other end. You're over to where
Hot dog.
the shaft is going up.
Let's bring Joplin over here too.
All right. Well, we're here now. How do we ascend?
That's a much more difficult question.
Yeah, a little bit.
We need to stand on our hands and point our feet up.
Start trying to jump. They're jumping.
Click our heels 3 times.
Wait. And we're out of the green flower. No one has the green flower anymore.
Right.
No.
everyone took the green
Everyone
flower.
took the
all
green
only took
flower
one.
to come down. Yeah.
But it also made us drop.
What if we?
What
You
do
guys
think?
do
Mushroom.
have. You got. Don't forget, there's pink flowers.
Yeah.
But we know what the pink does.
Well, we only have 2 of those, right?
Yeah.
For the record, only 2 of us took anything other than green flowers.
Yeah.
But we could grab them. We could grab them.
What I'm also
From where?
trying to point out is people who are turning into purple monkeys haven't eaten the pink flower yet.
Yes, I will eat my pink flower now.
Okay,
because
Joplin
for some reason
will
I thought
do-
we did that last time.
Joplin will do the same, and you will feel a tingle go throughout your body. And the purplish hue that is of your body hair tends to go away. You
Fantastic.
guys will not turn into purple monkeys now.
So that's the
you
pink
s-
one and the green one gone.
You still have, somebody's got, 2 of you have a black flower.
Yep. I do.
And
I have
two
a
of
white
you
and a
have
yellow as well.
2 of you have white flowers, and 2 of you have yellow
Yeah.
flowers.
Me
Joplin.
and Joplin just took green, but
Right.
there are mushrooms around here. Maybe we can eat the mushrooms and it'll propel us upward.
Are you suggesting we try shrooms?
No, I'm suggesting
really
we try
hard
these
not to do drugs
environmental
indeed,
mushrooms. And
Tony's so
ascend.
proud of you right
Let's
now.
try some boomers. Let's do it.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Just there's no other option unless we try eating the rocks.
See, you hear eating mushrooms and jumping. I'm thinking of Mario.
I'm thinking of high school.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you guys need church.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
There you go, bro.
And I think
Alright.
Joplin will say, "I'm thinking Arby's." I think that's what Tony would say.
Okay.
I mean, is Brian actually gonna try some of the mushroom?
With an exasperated shrug, well, I suppose we can wait. I mean, it looks like we all the time in the world to come up with any ideas, but if the flowers bring you down, flowers grow on the surface, mushrooms that grow underground might bring you to the surface. I don't know. Just trying to draw some type of conclusion. And as the flora around here seems magical.
Okay.
Just look
Who
around.
wants to roll?
What am I rolling?
Okay. Do you want high or low?
Brian, call it.
Hi.
Okay. Roll a D100.
Hey.
You're
Well done.
so good at calling, Jonathan. Like
Am I?
honestly,
What was the other one I called? I don't remember that.
you do it all the time.
Okay.
50-50.
They're actually extremely tasty, and they have no ill side effects.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All these
Was that a
little stars.
shiitake?
Right.
Sure. But you don't find yourselves being levitated up out of the hole.
If anything, this gives us time. These
Do-
mushrooms don't taste that great, but it'll do. It's earthy, it's moist,
Yeah.
source of water. So we have time. That's good.
Do any of you have any sort of? I mean, you're all a couple of you have some magic. Do any of you have the ability to identify objects? By any chance,
In what fashion?
like to tell the properties of a thing? Sort of like a very particular spell that is in another system, like this one.
What's the thing? What's the thing
I think
that you're looking at that you need to know what it does?
The flowers. We've got 3 of them.
No, you go.
Well, hey, before we ate that flower, the green one, you just ate a petal, and I guess you just went for the rest of it. Were you able to discern anything from just eating a petal or a leaf?
It felt like something was starting to happen, but it kind of stopped. It wasn't
Might be
the full
close enough
effect.
to give you an inclination of what the full effect might lead to.
I didn't get any sort of idea of what was happening to me when I ate the petal.
Well,
Just that something was happening. I could feel an
Well,
effect.
what about-
but
I was gonna say, but what about half? But I don't know if that'll do much more.
I mean, we eat half of one, and it turns out to be the wrong one, and something weird happens. It's
as of right now, we're at nothing. We have nothing. There's no other plan right now. We're here in a cave, surrounded by edible but exploding mushrooms. We have no option.
put my hands on my hips and stare up the tunnel. Like, I don't know. I think I could probably climb that. Anybody else want to try and climb
Oh,
that?
give me one of those flowers. I'll try it. That's Joplin, of course.
He does, yeah. He would say that, wouldn't
Yeah, that is
All
totally
right.
Joplin.
Well, he would, but
Just don't give me a black one. We know what that does.
Ari, you can give him one of yours if you want.
What does a black one do?
well,
that's
we know what the
so that you could talk with the deer people.
yeah.
Okay,
That
sure,
turns you into a monkey.
sure.
That's what we're assuming anyway. So I've got obviously the pink, which I don't want to give him. I know I've got white, but I do not remember the other color.
Yellow.
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 And the one we ate to get down here was green. And a
Green.
black and
You're assuming the black while you
Yeah.
have a couple black ones, you're assuming that's bad. The green is gone. You've got 2 pinks, which reversed whatever that one thing did. And
Well, she's only got 1 left
1 pink.
because
And
me and Joplin ate ours.
Yeah.
that leaves 2 white
just
and 2
two-
yellow.
Yeah, I'm trying to place if there's any sort of color affiliation.
Yeah,
I mean,
you got nothing to go off of.
yeah. I'm just trying to use logic, but I don't think there's
There's
anything
not
there.
really any logic you can use in this situation.
I'll give him one and I'll eat the other.
Okay, what are you giving him?
I'll give him the yellow one.
The yellow one. Okay. He takes it and he goes, all right. No, wait a minute now. Maybe I shouldn't eat this. Maybe one of you should. Because I can always turn into a bird and get the hell out of here. What if this is beneficial? Maybe one of you guys should eat. Or you were going to eat. You go ahead and you eat one. But wait a minute. Give me your other flowers just in case. I'll just hold on. I gave you that bag of the white powder back.
Give me the yellow one, Joplin. I'll eat it.
Okay, he gives him the yellow one.
Well, let's.
You pop it in and chew it up.
Cheers.
Okay.
Cheers.
Again, you start to feel this tingling sensation run throughout your entire body. You start to feel like you're almost hyperventilating. And as you watch, it's much like how we're after eating the green one, you see how it's sort of faded out into nothingness. He's starting to, you see little wisps of yellow smoke start to come off of him. And then he just disintegrates. He
Oh gosh.
from
Jesus.
the feet up, rising up until he is just this floating cloud of yellow smoke that stinks. Smells like sulfur.
Sulfur?
Smells like
Right.
sulfur.
My disembodied voice. Can I say? I'm gonna try to say something.
You can't
You
say
can't.
anything. You can
I'm gonna try
move
to-
though.
I'm gonna try
The
to move.
cloud can move around.
I'm gonna move side to side, almost like a, what's it called, sentiently, and then move up and try to ascend.
You can totally. You start going up the
I
shaft.
will ascend. Yeah, hopefully they'll fall. I don't want to waste this.
Okay. Yeah. So Brian just turned into a yellow sulfurous stinking cloud and
Mhm.
went up the
Maybe
Went
I
up
can
the
drop a
shaft.
rope later. If we know it's 400 feet. 400
Yeah.
feet of rope. Sure.
You got a lot of knowledge in that noggin of yours that just went up to the surface.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so Joplin's like, see? That's a good call. Now how many of these other ones do we have? One. We got one more yellow.
That's
And then
Phoenix is yellow, I think. If
Yeah.
Phoenix and Ari all took a set each, then
And
that
then we
means only
have
one.
then you have the white one. Yes. So
Oh, no.
who's gonna eat a white one?
I mean, so I did say that I'll give Joplin the yellow one and I'll eat the white one. He didn't end up eating it, but Brian did. So I feel like I probably would have ingested
Okay.
the white one.
So you eat the white one. Okay. Ari pops the white one in her mouth, starts chewing it up, and you start getting extremely lightheaded. Then you black out. You see
Suzuki.
Ari just like,
Right.
and then she just falls. Boom. Joplin, you know how somebody goes they're gonna try and pretend like they're gonna help somebody to not really fall, and he shuffles a little bit that way. He's like, oh, she fell.
Oh,
And
shit.
she's on the ground, right? And Joplin's looking at her, he's like, uh-oh. And then he puts he feels, oh fuck. I think she's dead.
Are you fucking kidding me? What?
No, I think she's dead.
And the
then
one person who's capable of healing her just flew away in a gaseous
And-
cloud.
And then you see rise up out of her body is a spectral form of Ari. Ari, you're
Oh,
now
hey.
a ghost. and you're looking down, and there's your body. There's Phoenix. And
Happens to me every day. No
and
big
there's
deal.
Joplin. And there's Joplin. You're a ghost.
Okay, so literally I go through everything. I can't make any sort of physical alteration to the normal plane of existence. If I were to go to move something
Correct.
on
No.
myself,
Correct.
yeah, okay.
Mhm.
I guess.
That would have helped probably moving through the thing, I guess. But
Oh, don't bring that up. Oh, don't. Oh, don't. Oh.
I mean, you can't carry anything though. It doesn't look
No.
like.
I
And she
tried-
can't talk to me either.
Yeah, are you
Can't
trying to talk to Phoenix or Joplin?
I mean, I would probably be speaking out loud, making all my gestures like I
Give a spirit
do.
roll.
Uh-oh.
Me?
No, her.
No. I think it's probably just to see if I can do it. No.
Okay, you see her going.
Yeah. And rubbing my head, being frustrated.
Yeah.
All right then. Cool. I'll go get another flower. I'll be right back. And I'll eat the yellow flower.
We do know the key now, I suppose. I don't know how I'm not gonna be a ghost, but
And
we
so
know.
you turn into you eat the yellow flower and you turn into one of those gas forms, and he goes,
Yeah.
"Well, why didn't you just grab her body?
Wait, that works? I wouldn't have
All
expected
your
that
stuff
to
turned."
have
And
worked.
this is Joplin before he turns into a bird. He says, "You could have just grabbed her body. She would have been part of your cloud." Ugh.
Sounds.
I'll go get a flower.
It's
He
like-
changes into a bird and he goes off. He
I
actually,
would not have expected to be able to do that.
he flies out, comes back as a bird. Now both of your gaseous forms are going up there. Boop, 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 boop. And it's like, whew, Joplin goes flying past you. A little while later, whew, he comes flying back. He's got a yellow one in his mouth. He lands. Now, are you staying next to your body in your ghost form?
Yes. I wouldn't want to stray from her. Mm-mm.
Okay. Then he lands as a bird on your body, and he's got the flower in his mouth. The two of you are going to, in your gaseous form, make it all the way back up. Okay. And you're gonna, much like before when you were ethereal, you're just kind of like chilling, hanging out as a cloud. So I take it you're going to wait to see if anything happens with you in your ghost form. Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah. How long would it take for Joplin to return with the flower?
It took him like basically about 10 minutes.
He probably would have gotten bored and ventured away from my body, is what I was getting at.
You can go up the shaft in the ghost form. It'd allow you to levitate up.
Yeah. I don't think I'd go up, but I'd maybe maybe mess around with that. See if what kind of things that can affect. I don't think it would do anything major.
Nothing.
I would want to stay by her.
You could basically okay. So you just stay by her is what it is.
Yeah, but being
Okay.
a little chill ghost, mess around with things.
All right. So the two gas forms, you make it up there, and after 20 minutes, you guys revert back into your natural human forms. Okay. Still no Ari, still no Joplin. Just the two of you guys up top. After roughly 20 minutes, you feel your ghost is being drawn towards your body.
Fair enough.
And it reattaches your soul reattaches with your body. Okay. And then Joplin has left the flower there on the ground.
And I gobble it up.
Okay. And you turn into a stinky cloud too, and then make your way up, and then Joplin flies up there, and then after being up there again for then after another 20 minutes, you're all rejoined and you're all back up top. Yay!
We did it!
You did it! I really expected the the echo chamber to be more of a challenge. I thought it would be more like when they were attempting to go through. I didn't think that somebody would actually be quite as successful with the stealth over there. So good job, Phoenix. That was
I mean, I almost died.
would have been even better if you'd have brought the powder with you on the first time.
I know. But then there would have been no drama.
There would have
Right,
been no
yeah.
combat because Dar wouldn't have come through. And Dar was not killed. You didn't kill him.
Oh,
Right,
right,
he was
yeah.
just left unconscious.
You beat him down and then rolled him into the portal before you close it.
He's not going to be happy to see me at the next portal.
Yes. Now, he was obviously not a Celestine, but he was obviously
Right.
somebody that works for them.
Like a henchman.
Yes. And you
Yeah.
do know that different of these different species that work for the Celestines are able to come through some of these portals now. Because remember those big birds remember when Phoenix yet again he's swinging from the ropes on the ship and he beat the hell out of those crazy.
It was like
Biggest-
a 3-for-1.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
spun
that
around
was-
and kicked all of
Yeah, that was some good shit. So anyway, that's where we're going to end the episode. It's a little bit early, but I don't really have anything else to really step into, and I really don't want to step into anything else without Joplin here.
Well,
because
next week Dylan won't be here.
next week Dylan won't be here, but Joplin is a little bit more key to what happens next than
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Look
No,
at
kidding.
you know why too, Ari, trying to be like, oh, Miss, I don't know what you're talking about.
wait, do
I
I
don't know
still-
what you're talking about.
Exactly. That's what I would say too if I was trying to hide something. So anyway, I
She's hiding something?
didn't say that. Did I say
I
that?
would never do such a thing.
She's evil. You guys know she's evil. So anyway, but yes, so we will be without Dylan next week. But then the week after that, we're all back, correct?
Mhm, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, because the next departure isn't till April, right?
Nope. Middle of March.
Middle of March. Okay.
25th.
Okay.
The 25th of March.
Oh, that's like the end of March, actually.
Okay.
Don't burst my bubble. I want it to be sooner.
Gosh, all right. Well, we love
We're
you
all
too.
going on vacation at the same time.
We're talking about work here, not this.
Anyway, hey, I want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in and watched tonight. Thank you very much. We appreciate it as always. Hope you had a fun time watching them shut down another portal. And you guys did a good job on this one. So I was pretty impressed. So yeah, well done. With that having been said, let's go ahead and have these great guys sign off. And we're not going to start with Dylan. We're going to start with Grace.
I am Grace. I played Ari Elvaxia. I think she's kind of fallen into a little bit of a soft spot with these guys, but after the events of today, that may change.
Well, all right. There you go.
No, I'm joking. But yes, she definitely
she?
has some trust issues. She has trust issues.
You've always had trust issues. So
Me as a character and as a person, you're right.
I wasn't going there, but okay. You get nothing but openness on this show.
Yeah,
All right.
you're right.
Go ahead, Jonathan.
Hello, Jonathan, Ryan, doing things. Able to use my healing skill. I think that's the first time I was able to use it, which was sad because I think I invested the points into it like a D8, I think.
That's nice.
Damn.
Yeah,
It's
that's
pretty
pretty
good. It's pretty good. Anyways, better late than never, and it worked. So
Trust me, there's plenty of time coming up for you to use it.
and also there seems to be a specter, a ghost of a man in a chat right now.
Uh-oh.
Strange.
Hey, there he is.
Strange.
What a little
There he is. Oh, you're going to
Like-
have to watch this one,
Like I
Tony.
said,
You saved
just
the
you
day.
wait, Tony.
better
Oh
late
my
than
god.
Never. Better late than never. I always say.
Also, for the record, Tony, when you get back, I got back at you for the last time you changed my character sheet, but you're going to have to wait and find out how.
Excellent.
There, yeah,
Good
go.
times. All right. So last but not least, Dylan, why don't you go ahead and sign off there? And I got to say, Tony, I used Burrow quite effectively.
Yeah, Burrow is such a good skill.
It was
was
so
incredible.
useful.
It saved all of you guys, did it,
It
not?
really
Actually,
did.
yes, it did.
Yeah.
I don't think it failed once tonight.
So,
Yeah.
so I guess what I'm trying to say, Tony, is go back and watch this episode, and you'll see how you're supposed to use it.
How you're supposed to play? I think Burrow was user error previously.
Yeah, it's possible.
Definitely.
Yeah, the force is definitely
Um,
not strong with him the last time he tried to use it.
Signing off. I'm Dylan. That's all. Thanks for watching. Oh, and also for the record, since I'm not here next week, if Ari does pull some shit, I would not hesitate to kill her.
Wait, who?
Wow.
Are we talking about Ari?
Yeah, he's talking about he will take her out. He's taking out Celestines. He's taking out the Celestines dudes. He don't care. He'll punch somebody, but don't put him in the gladiatory arena.
Yeah, don't make me fight.
Don't do that. I'll use an old joke, and it's like, you don't ever want to. No, I'm not gonna say it. I can't. I also have to tell you guys. I'll tell you off the air.
Prefacing it.
No, I'll tell it off the air.
Also,
I can't. I'll offend somebody saying it. There's no way not to. So I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
You got to be smart sometimes, and every once in a while, I'm smart.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, Tony, I expect you to carry out my wishes if Ari tries to screw us over. Because I know you're the only one ruthless enough to do
Now
it. So
you're gonna make everyone think that I'm horrible.
I just know that I was told that there was a twist coming here, and you even said that you were gonna screw us. So
Well said. Well said. Yeah, she has in the
it's
past.
out there.
I think she's even been flat out asked whose side is she on? Is she on the Celestine side or is she on your guys' side? And she couldn't give you a straight answer, if I remember correctly.
All right, so we visited that hag. She said that Ari would definitely close the portals, but now she's Alvoxia, so who knows what she's gonna do?
Ooh, look at her throwing shade.
All right.
How appropriate. Anyway, again, as always, thank you everybody for tuning in and watching. Don't forget, every Tuesday, this here very same channel at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we have the Greyhawk Adventures, and we just kicked off. Yesterday was the very first episode of Season 4 of Greyhawk Adventures, and that is taking place currently in the Bone March. So if you're a Greyhawker, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, it's D&D, and you can come and watch anyway. It's the original... Well, I always say that it's the original published D&D world. I can say that much. So yeah, there's that. And besides this show, on Saturdays, we still have Saturday Morning Superheroes, which is at noon, where we use the classic Marvel fantasy role-playing game. Superhero role-playing game from the 80s, the advanced set. So we're having a good time with that, and things are really heating up with that. And I can start saying now, although we don't have a solid date, it's in the near future. The Dragonlance saga is coming to Friday nights. So we were going to have
Fucking name.
the Dragonlance will be on Friday nights. So you'll get more information as we get more solid times for that and actual launch date of that. So, and it will be with, there is a twist to it. So for all those who are actual Dragonlance fans, it is not with the original cast. So just so you know. There you go. As in the cast from the books, the characters from the books.
Which I need to read. I've got the first one on my shelf.
Yep. It is
now that I know you're doing that, I'll catch up.
It is with original characters. There will be some familiar NPCs, but the cast of characters will be original. So it will be different, yet the same. Anyway, so that's it. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. Peace out.
Bye.